Hey, what's going on? We're going to hit the start button in a second, but we had to start live. We have a guest, so we got to stay on track. So we're only like 30 seconds late. I actually started a couple minutes early. We have to stay on track. We're only 30 seconds late. This thing is behind. I think it's because I'm live stream. I got the 70-inch here with the Lions game on. You guys can't spoil that, but I'm really excited. Wayseeker's even more excited because he got us a guest tonight. If you didn't see the IG page, we'll inform you as soon as I hit this button. All right, we're gonna say hi to the chat. First off, we have got, just to let you guys know, we're gonna have a first for the show and first for probably channel. One of the youngest people out of the entire chat, out of the entire Renovision universe, definitely on any of these shows, will be joining us today. A very young artist. She's gonna have her first upcoming cover. It's gonna be a Star Wars cover. I know how some of you guys like to cover first artist covers and stuff like that. So we'll cover that a little bit later with you. She will be joining with us, and we're going to ask her, why would you hang out with a bunch of old dudes?
I mean, Styx is probably 3 times her age. That's how young she is.
Styx could be her great grandpa. Like, that's how old it is. Yeah. She makes Zaggy look old. Let's just put it that way. All right. Let's say hi to the chat. Her name is Ella. She'll be here later. She's also for all you people that think I hate on Canada all the time, she's from your great country of Canada. She's from the province of Alberta, right? Did I get that one right? Yeah, I did. I believe so. Yep. Yeah. And she might, and we might even throw a question to see if she's been to the Stampede before. I don't know if we are or not, but we might do that just for you people. Oh, Canada. All right, here we go. Let's say hi to the chat real quickly. Vader Prime. Hey, fellas. Hope you have a great show tonight. Cheers. Peace. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. Star Wars Sunday. Ruben, the crew, and the special guest. Can't wait for the show. Darksider. Oh, look at that. Dade's got a camera. Darksiders Rise. There we go, Darksiders. Good stuff. GT Key Comics. Hi, thumbs up. What's up, GT Key Comics? I got to shut this door because I can't watch this game and do this. Tommy Longbox, Darkside Crew, bringing the heat with another Star Wars show. Throw in a special guest for some extra flavor, and we are in for a sweet show. Have a good one and catch you on the flip side. Hey, guys, by the way, this young lady has got an eBay or Etsy store. We've seen some of the stuff. We go over some of her content. Like when we ask about stuff that we want in comics and we want fans of certain things, i.e. Thrawn, i.e. The High Republic, maybe a little bit of a certain character that was in the background that fell in love with a bald-headed woman. She's fans of these things. We're going to talk about it. GT. We got the Tommy. I got Tommy. Have a good one. Catch you in the flip side. Cheers. Astro. What's going on, dudes? Hey, I'm finally back after being sick. It's stuck working all through the damn holidays. Sorry about working through the holidays, Astro. That sucks, man. I really hate it. The sick as a dog thing too, though, man. I just, after I got Kofi, I'm on one of those, they give you those little respirator things that you got to take the thing in now from, and a couple packs and stuff. Man, this stuff is just not. People haven't learned to wash their hands. They really need to learn that. Stop wiping your butt and not washing your hand, please. All right, who's a special guest? I'm serious. Like, do it. Anyone do a welfare check on Dom? So Dom's gonna be running late today.
Poor Dom.
I will say this: he did tell us before the Cowboys game started that he was gonna be running late. So
he was also working during the game, so he didn't at least get the.
He saw it.
He may not know the result yet. He may not.
He does, because you want to know why? The crazy Star Wars IG posts and TikTok posts stopped in our chat, so we know we know that he was watching the game. We know he was watching the game. Eric, what's good? Oh, wait, sorry.
There's a lot.
You would do a welfare check at Dom. The Cowboys got beat down. They sure are Jimmy Johnson boys from back in the day. They are not. Jedi's pretty. Yeah. I was surprised at how well Jedi's taking it, too, because he's a Cowboy fan. Go Lions. He's a Cowboy fan, and, look, none of us play for the team, right? Like, none of us play for the team.
I hate to say it, but as a Texas boy, I was not thrilled with how that game went.
Right, but I don't think any of us are pulling checks from there either.
No.
So
time to switch to the Texans.
Hey, Lies. Yeah, the Texans blew out.
They got a shot.
Wayseekers Browns doo-doo their pants, bro. Like, just straight doo-doo.
Flacco forgot how to throw to the right team.
No. It was just past his bedtime. He's old. We should interview him. He belongs with us, right? Yeah. Thank you, Wookiee Fanatic. I'm not. And I wasn't running late. No, we started StreamYard on time. It just didn't click in right away.
Yeah, right. We heard you screaming back here.
Yeah, it was. Well, the other team just scored a touchdown. Yeah, that is who it is. Thank you, Darth. She goes by Ella. So we will be trying to refer to her as Ella. How about them boy?
Yeah.
Them boys took a whooping. All right, saying hi for the algorithm. Saying hi. We're gonna be behind. Saying hi for the algorithm. Neil Jones, what's up, Star Wars fans? What's up, Neil? How you doing, brother?
There's no Star Wars news this week either. So,
GT loves the Canadian love we're giving them. Marco Sticks, yes, Bri J. Sticks will admit he has a birthday like every week to just make sure that we know that he's 90 years old. Okay, you hate Canadian? No, Ed, not true. I have plenty of family members. I have a lot of my family immigrated to Canada. I have much love for Canada. I just like making fun of them. Ohio, on the other hand, I mean, no love. Alberta rocks. There you go. GT, good stuff. No problem. Everybody's saying hi. John, what's good? I'm late for the chat because I'm watching on TV, not phone. Okay, good. Shout out to shout out to Nick Saban. Congratulations on your retirement, buddy. Hey, MSU guy there.
Soon to be the Cowboy coach.
Laughing and clapping. I don't think he was going back, Luke. I'm here for the Jedi Master. No, there will. No spoilers on that one.
Don't worry.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you. We appreciate it.
2 Nubs fans.
No, we're not. No, that's not a true situation. We're still talking a lot of football. Okay, we really have to get started. Let's get started. Get into news because 30 minutes is her ETA, and I don't think she wants us talking about football. We did get her out here to talk about football.
So we got some big time Star Wars news. So we're gonna start with the biggest news of the week.
The
biggest news of the week is Nubs is coming back on Valentine's Day.
Oh my God, this is not the biggest news of the week.
Biggest news of the week. We got more Nubs coming with Lena So will also make her first appearance that we all care about. So right here we got Nubs return on Valentine's Day.
The good or the bad half, John.
So I'm just saying you got Nubs on, holidays. Every holiday we're getting Nubs.
Zag, what's good? Go ahead.
So I'm excited. This will be another 6 episodes coming our way
but you gotta take it to mean the first part was a success, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't be rolling it out so fast.
Oh, yeah. No,
I just don't think they have enough content. I think it's only 6 episodes. They probably have 2. Look, I'm telling you this. The toys aren't selling for it. Okay. My kids, I can't get to watch it. But I literally went to the Disney Plus to see this, to see some of the High Republic people that we know in it. And that said only season 1, so I gave up. So try to remind me, and I promise you on this, I will give a fair and honest try to watch at least 2 episodes of this thing.
All right.
Especially considering we're getting like characters we know already into it now, right?
Yeah.
We don't just have fuzzy teddy bears that are psycho killers. You know what I mean?
Bell's coming back, Maru's coming back, so they're going to be bringing in some.
See, that's why I was looking. I was looking to see what episode Bell was in, so I could try to see. Is that later?
I'll share you the episode.
Okay, because I was trying to see like how they did his character.
Yeah. So here's the other news that everybody's talking about.
He is, Bri. He is a cult leader, yes, and he is trying to convert us all to Nubs. Give it to him. He gets it early. We're having a good job. That's the truest statement I've ever seen. That literally it nugs. Okay. All right, dude. All right. But I mean, I've never seen truer statements in the chat than what's going on right now. This is absolutely amazing.
It's the other big news of the week.
But number now. Jesus.
Well, we're getting the next official movie was announced, and it is Mando and Grogu movie, which will begin filming later this year. And so,
wait, what? I'm sorry. What did you say? I'm sorry. What? I didn't hear what you said.
No, I was. Is Mando versus Grogu.
The next movie is the Dave Filoni movie. Is that what you said?
It's not the Dave movie, but we'll give you half credit.
Yeah.
It's not Dave's because
it's actually a Favreau movie.
Dave's movie is still on.
What's Favreau's first name?
John.
So it's not Dave's movie. It's Favreau's movie.
Well, it's the same person.
They're like one now.
They are. They hang out the whole time together. They do. All right, so
we're lucky Dom's not here because Dom had like the craziest idea.
Dude, no, let's talk about. Can we talk about Dom's craziness that I just ended up not reading any more of our chat after it? what was it? They were going to do a 4-part miniseries on the television, and then they were going to end it in the movie.
On the not the television, the service, Disney Plus.
Oh, the service streaming. Yeah. Go ahead. Tell me what it is again.
Dom,
I didn't
follow an underworld movie that's full of like all the gangsters and Boba Fett and all of the bounty hunters that could ever.
Hey, Mr. Appleman.
And
that's why you guys were saying that. I didn't
like this rated R movie, Mando and Grogu. That's what Dom thinks.
No, but wasn't it that they were going to do a season first?
No, that's what I said. I said that. We'll get to that.
But I thought he was going to do that, and then I thought his theory was they were going to do that, and since they can't do that rated R, then they were going to make the movie rated R.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about that, but yes. I think this is going to be like the Trolls. Yeah, it's going to be like a Trolls movie almost. We're like, it's going to be
maximize Grogu, right?
What? Hey, Voss, check us out live. Good to see you.
I mean, you have
think
to.
It's gonna be like the Trolls beat whatever that Trolls movie that just came out on, where like it's an adventure that they go on, and it's gonna be a very
they'll be like
PG kind of movie.
I predict like 16 Funko Pops of Grogu coming
out. I actually watched that Trolls movie, and I guess it's a bunch of boy bands or something that were in them.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, so whatever. I mean, the kids liked it.
From what I've heard of how they're going to set this up is you're going to get a 4th season of Mandalorian, and it's going to be like 6 or 8 episodes, and then this Mando and Grogu movie is going to be the finale of the.
Yeah, that's the
next. The saga is that of the saga? We're done after.
No. They've already made clear in some of these reports. Favreau said if this does well, there's going to be another one. This is not the end of the saga.
I don't like that at all.
This is a horrible way to do. People are not going to want to pay an extra $13 after
to see the end. It seems like you're charging
the season finale of season 4.
Yeah, it seems like
I don't think it's going to be that. I don't think it's. I think it's just going to be some filler, fun story that you can take the family to. I really think this thing's going to come out Christmas of next year. I think it's going to be.
Do you think they're doing this because of how they did the Ahsoka? Like they took the best episode of Ahsoka, put it in the theater, and obviously it did well. You know what I mean? Do you think that's part of it? Why they're doing this? Because I think sometimes I think sometimes we're delusional with our own success as humans. Like I'm not talking about Star Wars in general, but like Ahsoka, some of the pump up about why it was watched so much was because they calculated in the movie theater numbers, which is cool, and it's a cool like event once, but it's always like the sum of like too much, right? Like my terrible economy teacher kept telling me, like if you like a strawberry, it's cool, but diminishing returns. By the time you eat a quart, you don't like strawberries that much anymore. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So is this just because they saw that and it did well?
I don't think so. I think it has a lot to do with what Dom was talking about last couple months.
What?
He was all upset that the first movie out was going to be Rey after Rey.
Yeah.
So it's a way for a movie
bridge the gap.
To bridge the gap. So, all of the toxic fans that don't like Rey.
Do we know if the Mando and Grogu movie is going to be in the theaters or are they going to put it on Disney Plus?
It's a theater movie, they say.
Theater. That's what they're saying.
Now,
that's what I'm saying.
I wonder if they're going to drop them at the same time, though.
It could.
Do you
I don't
think
think
so.
They won't make money that way.
That's what that was the same time. Well, it was the day before, I think, but whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm with John.
Yeah,
this is exactly what I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a filler, fun story. Christmas time. It's going to be something you can take the family to go see, and it's going to be a hit. It'll be a hit that way.
Answer Archel, yes. Yes, they will. No, it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. No, Dom said that they're going to do a Rey movie right after a Rey movie. So he's wrong. What Wayseeker's saying is they're doing this so that Dom's wrong. They're saying, Wayseeker's saying that Disney's listening to Dom and they purposely want to screw with him. So they're going to put this movie ahead of it, even though somebody in this channel claimed that this was going to happen months upon months ago before which we're not going to say who it is because people hate it when that person's right, but it's okay.
So moving on with the second part of this is what we already alluded to. Mandalorian season 4. This is a rumor. This has been reported by Deadline and some of the more newspapery type of places. So I think the rumor is a little bit more of validity because it's been all over the place. But season 4 is supposedly still in development. And they're saying that it probably will film at the same time as the movie, and it may be released first. They don't know the order of the releasing, but they're just probably going to film both the season and the movie.
They're going to do that, right? Like that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
And it also makes the movie cheaper. By the way, I wonder, so I'm going back to it now because I'm wondering how successful this can be, because you have to imagine that if you combine stuff like home and auto insurance it's cheaper. You're bundling it together, correct? So if you
Yeah.
combine TV and movie at the same time, production, it's going to cut down the cost on production level. It will astronomically. So like, and when I'm saying that, I'm talking like tens of millions of dollars, like
easily.
That's what we're.
And it also saves so much on your marketing because you can market one time for both almost.
Yeah, marketing's a shit ton of money. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So that I wonder if this method works, it might actually be pretty cool, man. You know, this is kind of like the method that they had before, where we're getting movies and then the fillers, the books and the comics. Now instead of all that, we're getting, you know, the TV show, and then the TV shows are going to be the filler for the movies.
This method has been tried before and has never been truly successful.
I understand that, but we live in a different world now, JJ.
Well, but Netflix has tried similar things with its properties.
So what I think it's going to be the opposite of Marco. But I think the TV show is going to be the real thing, and the movie is going to be filler. So it's going to be the opposite, to where you can just go to the movie and not have to watch the TV show.
Yeah,
right. That's how it always was. You can always go and watch the movies. You never had to read the comics or the books because it gives them the fill-in stuff. We're saying not filler, the fill-in stuff. So reading the books and reading comics has always been the meat and potatoes of the legacy of Star Wars.
Understanding it's a different era. The closest thing I can think, if they do it afterwards,
I agree 100%.
If they do it before, I think it has a better shot of success than trying to do it after as like a big season finale kind of thing, because there's a certain amount of people who will either not go to the theater or not do the streaming, and the people that haven't kept up on the previous 4 seasons of Mandalorian are going to walk into that movie and be confused as all hell, because I can guarantee you Jon Favreau is not going to parry down his writing for that.
And we've already
the closest example I can think of is Serenity. I don't know if anybody remembers Serenity.
Firefly.
Granted, there was a huge gap.
Yeah, there was like 15. That's a way different thing, dude. That's way different.
It's way different, but it's the same thing. They released that movie with a specifically for it to be a serious finale, because it didn't get a proper serious finale.
Sure.
And fans wanted it so bad, but it turned out
but that
the only people that went out to watch it were the hardcore fans, and it wasn't that successful.
But what I'm asking you though is if it's the opposite, because Star Wars has already built this into their fandom. They've already built a place where standalone. Like, how many times do we deal with people who say they're the biggest Star Wars fan? They consume everything, and then you come and talk to them, and you find out that all they've ever done is watch the movies, which I have no problem with.
That's my point. They're going to be lost, though.
So I don't think so.
Be that way.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think they can dumb it down where like
they can, but I don't think they will.
With these two characters, they can, because everybody doesn't care about the story. They just want to see Grogu do some crazy stuff.
And I think you run the danger, if you pare it down too much, how much you've repeated what the other fans have already seen. Like, I don't want to walk in there and see like a recap of like their relationship from season 1 to 4.
It's going to be
that's what this is going to be. It's going to be dog crap, and nobody's going to like it.
No. People are not going to like it either way. I'm not sure this is going to be for the diehard. I think this is literally for general consumption. I think they're going to do spot points for Grogu. I'm guaranteeing that there's a 50-50 shot Luke shows up there, or some other person that you know from the movies, maybe a ghost Yoda or some shit. Like, they're gonna do that, and I don't think it's gonna link that much to the hardcoreness of the Disney Plus fandom. I think it's gonna. I think you could say that, but like, and here's why. Because we know that Dave and John have given us blueprints of what they're gonna do. They seriously don't surprise us anymore. Which episodes went to the movie theaters in Ahsoka?
4, wasn't it?
5.
And you know why? 5. And you know why? Because it did one thing. If you really take that episode out, it didn't mean much to the storyline. Not that the story might be mentioned anyways. It had characters that you could relate to, even in their timeline, that you didn't have to watch anything else to deal with. It brought, who gives a shit? It was that episode. It doesn't matter. It was the episode that had all this shit in it.
It was
the Anakin episode, right?
It was the Anakin episode.
Ahsoka.
Anakin, and it had young Ahsoka, and there's clones, and there's...
It had Captain Rex in it. It had Captain Rex in it, stuff like that.
Okay, well, JJ, I'm saying like the best one that they did. Like, well, first off, I really love young Ahsoka.
It's the most fan servicey episode,
right? But I mean,
what they're going to do here,
which is what they're going to do. That's what I'm saying. It's the best performing episode. What do you want me to tell you? Like, that's the episode everybody knew, and people went and watched it in the theaters. And it could be a standalone. It really was a standalone, and they saw how well that did. And I think that's what they're planning on doing here.
Yeah, I think
And-
it's gonna be
and
along those lines. Yeah.
To be honest with you, I agree with Wayseeker. I think it's going to be a cute little family thing that you can take the kids to. It's going to showcase Grogu because people want to buy Grogu stuff.
Yeah.
I
Nubs
mean-
isn't selling. You need to sell Grogu again.
It'll be a merchandise.
I even have a stuffed Grogu on my desk. Okay.
We're never getting through news before she gets here, by the way. Never.
Speedrun.
We will.
We're not going to cover comics. We're
We
not
will.
covering anything till she. We're
No, we will.
going to do FOC, by the way, before, because there's no way we're getting through comics. All right, go through news. Let's go.
So the Game of Thrones creators came out this week and
Oh, yeah, these
revealed
guys.
that their movie that was shot down by Lucasfilm was called The First Jedi.
Oh,
And it was going to look at the origin of the Jedi and the origin of lightsabers, which
Oh,
one
you
sounds
mean-
really fascinating. I want to know the origin of lightsabers, but
You mean what James Mangold's going to do anyway?
I don't think Mangold's going to do this though. I really don't.
not like how they were explaining it.
I think Mangold's going to. I think Mangold's going to push it away from the Jedi and talk about the Force before the Jedi. I think
Yeah.
it's a way of moving away from the Jedi a little bit.
I
which
mean,
is
Do you
interesting.
think like from the legend stuff? Do you think they'll bring up the Jedi?
No.
You know,
No.
before the Jedi, before the Sith.
No.
They're going all in on Prime Jedi, I think.
Yeah. Jedi Prime. And this is the other thing, too. And you guys have known for a long time, I talk about Duels of Fate. I say, like, yeah. But the part that everybody forgets is if you read the script that leaked, some of it was batshit, like batshit crazy, like batshit crazy. So like when these guys keep leaking out like stuff that they think's good, like do you know that some of the shit he leaked out was batshit crazy? This is kind of like, okay, I don't want to hear if the project didn't go through. I'm cool, man. Like this isn't Deadpool. Everybody's not Ryan Reynolds. You're not gonna shoot your own premiere. We're not gonna have a little like. I'm sorry it didn't work out for you, but like let Mangold do his thing. And let's see if he can get something out there. And by the way, no offense, then whatever little tidbit you thought was talking points for the fans, then you get what we're doing right here and going like, I'd rather see the thing the guy right now. Like that's not a. You thought this was going to help us get on your side? Because this isn't helping us get on your side.
Well,
you could have said we had the coolest ideas and we can't let it go because we might be able to revisit it. But don't say this because we're like, wait, we got a guy that gave us a 2-second elevator pitch that's way better than this.
I'm always kind of surprised that like there's got to be an expiration date on like the NDAs that like Lucasfilm has people sign or something. It seems like as soon as that's over, there's always one of these articles where like, well, my movie was going to be this and it was going to be awesome, but
it was going
to.
Well, then, hey, you know what?
5 years or 4 years, whatever that is. Yeah.
Like we always say, go do some fan fiction. Some of the fan fiction stuff is great. There's somebody who will be willing to do it. Don't tell them it's you. Use a ghostwriter as a name and have them do something about it. Like, once again, I'm not sure this would be the best one, but
the bottom line of this is if these guys wanted to make this movie, then they shouldn't have screwed up season 8 of Game of Thrones and you'd be making this movie fine right now.
Can you explain to me?
We all know when you fail as a director or something like that, Lucasfilm will cut you loose like a bad habit.
Hold on, though. Did anybody listen to this in like listen to the interview, or did they all read the transcripts?
I just read the transcripts.
I read the transcripts.
Yeah, so I think there's parts because the writer had put parts down there where like they were saying stuff and they said it dryly, and I think the writer meant like dry sarcasm. Mm-hmm. So like let's not just jump off the boat with all the stuff that was said here too. I mean, it's fun to joke around about it, but like I think that's another thing. You say the stuff, somebody's gonna undercut you and just spin it any damn way. So like it doesn't matter. Yeah, I like this too. High Republic's doing a great job.
So this week, Lucasfilm hosted a private screening of Godzilla -1 with the director. A couple weeks ago, the directors came out and said that they would love to do a Star Wars movie. So this has been fueling speculation that we're going to get something in the future. So
seriously, it looks like Jaws in that picture. Like with the boat and dragon Godzilla behind it. Shoot more barrels, Chief.
I mean, we were pretty excited about the possibility of this. At least, you know,
I am. And what happens if they do? What happens if they do put them into High Republic? What happens if they get them into a position of you got the Drain Gear and they do it right this time, or the Nameless?
No, they ain't gonna do that. Maybe the Nameless, or something.
The Nameless is a great character that. Well, they do something because they start hatching the Drain Gear onto the back of people. So like, but you know, like what if they get your boy Dr. Upa over there? What's his name again?
I can't think of it off the top of my head.
The hairy head guy. But what if they're in control of that and the monsters that he creates? That could be pretty good.
We'd be cool. I'd be cool with this. I mean,
bigger boat.
You could do you could do the origin of the Zillow Beast or something crazy, some crazy story.
Yeah, I don't know if I need that as a movie.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
If he does it right.
Maybe a TV movie. I don't need that as I'm not going to. I'll be honest. I'm not going to the theater for that. The origin of the Zillow Beast.
Give me like a huge Zillow Beast.
Are you gonna give us the origin of the little catty thing that that what's her name Sabine left up in the tower too? That's what we're getting next. The low cat. Like, what are we doing
now? You can't.
What are we doing here?
You can't compare a Zillow Beast to a low cat.
The origins of Nubs next. The blue.
You know I did for that.
Oh.
I'm not getting him to tell me the origin of Nubs. I'm gonna get somebody else to tell me that story.
I start doing a series of origin stories like they planned for X-Men. That worked out great for that.
They're gonna. I mean, movies are technically supposed to be canon. We'll see what happens. You know, we haven't had a John and Dave movie yet, and John and Dave's relationship with canon. If it's anything in the past, they think canon is a very flexible word. So.
We also got confirmation this week that Ahsoka season 2 is a go, which is a surprise to nobody. Yeah, we got some Dave Filoni concept art where you got
still standing
statues.
Pull my finger.
You got, Sabine and Ahsoka there.
Pull my finger.
On the father's statue where Balin was standing at the end of the season.
Yeah, so they're clearly following Balin to the statues. So we're gonna see them again, which is.
We should put odds if we're gonna get a rehash of Balin. If we're gonna get like a
recast, you mean?
Yeah, recast.
We're gonna get recast.
If the storyline appears to be Sabine and Ahsoka following him to whatever weird promised land thing, and they kind of join up, you're gonna have to recast him.
You got to recast him, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, technically, hold on though. But technically, what's her name still there too? You can do he got eaten by wolves or turtle people. And
yeah, honestly, I'd almost rather have them recast that. To me, that's always, when they have like some sort of weird off-screen death, that's almost the biggest slam against the former actor as
right. I think it's fair. Recast him. He's a great character. I mean, he was one of the better parts, the bright sides of that TV show. So do it.
Recasts never do very well either. They're in a tough spot, honestly.
Not true.
That's not true.
War Machine did well.
What was the 80s show comedy? They kept recasting all their main characters.
The Cosby Show, where his wife kept getting recast.
Urkel show, didn't they recast the dad a couple times?
Are you kidding me? No,
they did good.
This guy from Die Hard.
They did.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? They never recast him. Carl. They never recast Carl.
The mom. I think they recast the mom.
They recast the mom a lot, but that was in Cosby. I think was in they recast the mom a lot.
It was fine. It worked out well. We can recast. This is good news. Andor season 2 is officially resumed filming. And so they said they got a month of filming.
Hey, BK got it. Jedi's on set. They're recasting it with Jedi Johnson.
Yeah.
It was Fresh. Yeah, it was. That's it. Appleman. It was Fresh Prince, right?
Yeah.
And Viv was recast here.
And so they're saying they're going to finish filming and then they go right into, filming second takes, all that type of stuff. So this thing, I think, is on track to be ready next spring. 2025. So
cool. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish it was sooner, but
no, it would have been probably. Wasn't for the strikes, but it is what it is. So I'm
excited. I'm glad people enjoy that. That was one that I was like, stop. Like sometimes you cross your fingers because you're gonna like something. You're just like Wayseeker and Nubs. Unfortunately, people don't like Nubs, but you just cross your fingers and hope that a lot of other people like it so that you can get a second and third season.
Nubs Nation. Star Wars Vision Season 2 received 6 nominations at the
Andor's not overhyped, boo you.
And Ahsoka received 1 for its Purrgil scene. This is for the animation awards. And so what was interesting is that no standalone Disney property received any Annie Awards. And so if it wasn't for Star Wars took down all of the Annie Awards for the Disney
because
properties.
Of this? I mean, this is good. Season 2 was... Say what you will about season. It was way better than season 1, and I'm not knocking season 1, but I truly enjoyed what they did in season 2. There was a lot more, it was instead of trying to pigeonhole certain storylines in a similar fashion because they had diversity throughout the thing. You got a lot of different storylines, which I think was refreshing.
Wasn't Ronan in second season?
Ronan was season 1.
Season 1, but that was. Okay. I mean, you had Ronan, but you also had Boba Fett in a band. So.
I think there was like 2 really good. There was like 2
he wasn't
really
in the
good
band. He was the bounty hunter that captured the band.
But the overall was really good in
It
season
was
2.
rough, yeah.
Other than the one where they had to like dig and dig and dig and dig, and that was miserable for me. But
He's not a Sith. He's like a in-betweener. He's almost a wayseeker, but he's not. He's like neither on the dark
He's a
side
dark
or the
side.
light side. Of course,
Yeah, something.
I hate to use.
He's not
gray.
quite gray. He's not quite gray. He's more. Yeah. Go ahead.
I would hate to use the term gray Jedi because it's really kind of a misnomer, but that's sort of the path he's on.
The way they referred to him in the audio description over and over again in the show was false Jedi.
False Jedi. He's an orange Jedi, I guess. Is he an orange Jedi? Is that what we're doing?
Sure,
now?
we'll go orange.
I would call him less a false Jedi, more a fallen Jedi.
Yeah.
Hey, Sarah.
Technically, he was a Jedi during the Clone Wars, so. Didn't he even say he was one of the Jedi generals or something like that?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Wow.
Dude. Hey, first off, we got to go back to this, though, because as much as we're giving cheers out there, too, dude, Andor is not overhyped.
Move this man!
Absolutely not.
Be careful. Be careful. Chat's going to blow up. We can't say one negative thing.
I will be honest with you. I wasn't that thrilled with Andor, but for me, that's not the Star Wars, the area of Star Wars I'm interested in. So, to me, it was just another Star Wars show. I liked some of it, but most of it was just kind of okay. I mean,
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Move this man!
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
I agree with it. So to me, I liked it. I mean, it's my favorite Star Wars show to date. It's my favorite Star Wars show to date. Andor is, but at the same time, I also kind of view it as not a Star Wars show. Like I kind of view it.
Yeah, it was a different version.
Like when I compare like Star Wars shows like Obi-Wan to Ahsoka or something like that. Like to me, Andor's not in that same comparison just because of the way they kind of separated it out in a way, but which is good. I don't mind them doing that. It's different.
And more from BK calling me a pain.
Oh, you just got the chat. You aren't supposed to get the chat riled up today. Hey, you aren't supposed to. No, I mean, I get that, but I see it as like, I guess it's how you consume Star Wars, right? Like, like Star Wars over the years has had so many different spin-off stories, especially in Legacy, that they were still part of Star Wars contingency. Like when you go to the planet of the Sith, when you go, like it was still part of it. When you go out to space and there's space like trooper zombies, like it's still part of Star Wars. It's just a different view of it, and that's what I like.
And that's what I often say when it comes to Star Wars. We are eating so well with Star Wars right now. There's a little bit for everybody, and you can pretty much choose what lane you want to be in with Star Wars with what's out there. You know, you have the High Republic stuff. You have Andor. Yeah. What I'm looking forward to with Andor, though, is season 2 because it's supposed to lead directly into Rogue One, and I loved Rogue One. So
yeah, but that's what I like. A bunch of different. I like the, I'm not a big buffet guy, but I don't have a better analogy. I like the buffet or the steakhouse, like the Brazilian steakhouse of Star Wars, where they give you a little bit of everything, right? All right.
Well, it's like I've said before. My favorite parts of Star Wars are anything that has to do with starfighter battles and the starfighter, the squads, and then the Jedi and Sith stuff.
I think
Mostly
Astro's right.
Stuff.
I think Astro's right. I don't know what a Star Trek guy is, but it sounds like it.
Okay, let me explain something to everybody.
No. All right, we're already behind. We're behind.
Talking about rewards, we'll go through this one quickly. Bad Batch received also a nomination for the Producer Guild Award. I don't know what that is, but hey, good for Bad Batch.
Good for that.
That was a long season.
Star Wars Phantom Menace, the old school game, will be coming to PlayStation Plus Premium this Tuesday. As a premium member, I'll be getting this one for free. That's great. Old game, I haven't played in a long, long time. Be interesting.
I remember playing that game years ago.
It doesn't hold up.
No? You can't imagine it holds up.
It doesn't hold up.
Thanks, JJ.
We'll try it this week, and I'll confirm or deny your.
I'm agreeing with JJ. It doesn't hold up. All right, next. I mean, it's fun for like 3 seconds, and then you're like, "This is shit."
I missed this one. This was a holiday gift that I didn't see, but it popped back
what
up.
What the heck?
You can now get, if you're looking for a new razor, you can get a Stormtrooper Star Wars razor by Panasonic, which retails at $150. It actually made the list of best razors of last year.
Really?
It was in the top 10.
This reminds me of
there
those
was a list
Wars
of top
marketing.
razors every year, but this one was in the top razors of the year. So hey,
I kind of looking for a new razor, anyways.
What?
Did you get your lightsaber drinking thing?
I did get my lightsaber drinking thing. Yeah, I didn't bring it down today because I'm drinking tea. But it also holds like no water. Like it's really cool. It's like this big, massive water bottle that actually is just not functionable because it plays sounds and lights up and all that stuff that take up all the room.
You got it?
Yeah.
You have it with you.
I have it upstairs.
In hand. All right, you might have to go take a break so we can. At the end of the show, we're laughing at you for buying that. You do know that, so we will be bringing it down, and we will be laughing at you for buying.
I'll go get it right now. You can laugh at me before.
No. We can't. You got to keep going through news.
We're good. We're done.
Oh, we're news. All right, cool.
Okay.
Sticks says he has an R2D2 tri-headed razor.
All right, I'll go get it.
I don't want to know.
You go on. I'll go get it.
All right, so we're gonna jump into comics real quickly to try to, and then we might slow back down. But we're gonna try to get into it really quickly. Hey, Jedi, why is Jedi here? He's not here. All right, first off, Star Wars 42. By the way, we'll be looking at this later as one of the books that are in the back end. Oh, shoot. I have to, before he even does that, well, we'll see, because I think I got to check something out real quickly. Let me see how much time is left on this. 49 minutes. Let me shut down these so that we can pull this up real quickly on the shared screen. We're looking at a book. One of the books we're looking at, we'll see what it closes at. I just got to make sure everything's cool on this ad screen before we even do this. Because it's in our back. Where's my share screen? Huh?
I didn't expect to see the Lions playoff game here.
I know, right? All right. Let's see what we got here. That's all we want to do right there. I'm just setting up the screen real quickly. Oh, that's it? Go ahead, do it.
As it pops up, you hit the button.
We'll talk about that in a second. Wait, what
is it? A thermos?
Go ahead, do it again. Show us again.
So yeah.
Oh, it's a thermos.
When you hit the button, you can hear the lightsaber sounds. Maybe.
How much did you waste on this?
And it lights up in the inside.
How much did you waste on this?
With shipping, like $45.
Oh wow!
But this is how much water it holds.
Oh,
so much 3 ounces of water. Oh my God, it's like 3 ounces of water. That's horrible. All right, good stuff. Hey, real quickly. So, what's his name? Wayseeker did give us this one real quickly to look at. It's Dr. Aphra, the David Nerf box variant. There is 47 minutes left. It's 182.70 currently. There's a reason why we bring up that book. You'll see it at the end of comics. Actually, you probably won't. You'll see it after our guest gets on. All right, Star Wars 42. We've already got a question. Who is a Sith? It's still a mysterious Sith. They're going to reveal the name next episode. But it's a Sith from the past. It's one we've already seen before. It's on the cover. The cover's doing pretty good. We'll talk about that. Speaking of that, we have got it. We're reviewing the book. It comes back. We get this chick who is got a super crush on Luke. Spoiler alert. Luke comes back and says, like, hey, what's up? She's like, wait, how'd you know I was here? He's like, well, because I'm a stalker. And she goes, wait, what? You've been stalking me? He's like, well, technically, R2D2's been stalking you. But yeah, I guess I'm a stalker. Oh, by the way, I still have this red kyber crystal. And we need to kind of connect with it because I got to figure out more stuff because, like, I still don't know how exactly to be a Jedi. But you saw me deflect this thing. And when you said, how did I do it? I said, well, I'm just like Rey Skywalker, and we just get magical powers without having any training at all, which is exactly what it says in the book. It doesn't say Rey, but it does say I had no training, but I somehow now know how to deflect phaser whatever's. So then the old grandma comes in and goes, look, what are you two kids doing in here? There's no necking allowed. And she goes, but grandma. And he goes, yeah, look, I'm Luke Skywalker. And she goes, oh, yeah, famous Jedi master. We got it. You should probably get out of here. We can't help you. Have a nice day. He's like, oh, really? You paint art too? And she's like, yeah, I do. And she goes, grandma, dude, I had a crush on him. He's very good marriage material. And she's like, yeah, maybe he is. Okay, go out there and call him back. And she goes, hey, come back in here. Grandma says that she's going to do a seance. So then she brings him back in there. They set his head on fire. And then he drops through the fiery anus to get into the Sith temple that he was in before. Now, our friend here, the Sith dude, comes back and says, the Master Sith comes back and says, hey,
Dom promised me that this was the world between worlds.
It's not the world between worlds.
Dom promised.
No.
2 weeks ago.
There's a seance done. Did you see the seance? It's a
Yeah, but
seance.
I'm just saying that this Dom promised me.
Dom's promised a lot of things are the world between the worlds. None of them are the worlds between worlds.
Okay, I just
All
want to
right.
clarify.
As you know, we showed these because they were the preview pages the other day. All the Sith light up. He's like, what's up? Now, this is kind of cool. So he's got these Sith enforcers that throw Luke into jail. And they're like, listen, we caught a Jedi before. This is kind of messed up. He's like, we caught a Jedi before. I made him my jester, but he wouldn't let me laugh. So the dude just jumped off a cliff and committed suicide. I was like, damn, that's dark as shit. So then Sith Lord dude's like, yeah, you're going to be my jester now. And then Luke's like, no. And he goes, you're whining too much. Guards, beat him up. So they start beating him up. While they're beating him up, his wannabe girlfriend's like, yo, we should save this dude. I don't think everything's all right. And Grandma's like, yeah, no, everything's cool. And he's just getting swamped in there. So do know this real quickly about this book. Read the book. It's pretty fun. But there's going to be a second part coming out in 43, and they're going to kind of finish up this storyline. It's going to be a 2-part storyline. So we got the to be continued. I'm not going to give away kind of what.
Beating with like a sack of doorknobs. What are they beating him up with?
They were just punching him, crack, and da. Yeah,
Oh.
dude, it was awesome.
This is a good one right here.
That was like
you got it. And John, this is a good one for next week. Next week we'll do another how low will they go? I will put the Darth Vader 3, 1, and 25 on the list. So we'll look at that one next week, and you'll hear how low we think that one can go. So
cool, you got it.
As you said, John, we'll do it next week.
You got it, brother. All right, next up is Mandalorian, and since we all watch the show, we don't cover Mandalorian here. Okay, where are we on time?
We did when we reviewed the season of Mandalorian.
Yeah, right.
Go back and watch that.
Go back and watch that. Next week, we're getting Fire back. Actually, very interesting thing. We've been bringing up a talking point about these 1 in 100 connecting covers. We will cover it later on after the interview when we cover. That's one of the 3 books we're going to cover. Very interesting thing here. We got to talk about it, but we've got the A cover there on the left. I like the Marquez, the 1 in 25. Mm-hmm. And right now, under ratio, guys. Under ratio on that 1 in 25. And then, yeah, the Woo D. I mean, I like all of Woo's covers. I think it was a great add-on. I think we were getting kind of worn out with Sprouse stuff, so I'm glad we're getting a little bit of that. I'd rather have that than other people doing it. So
she's another one of those like phase 3 characters. Though. Look how she somehow got younger. like
she's drawn differently. She's not inside. She doesn't look like this. And by the way, on the A cover, she doesn't look like it either. It looks like she put on it looks like she's a barbarian. You know, when you're playing, if you play, any of your RPG games, she looks like she got the barbarian role there. So
I'm excited for this story. The first 2 comics have been good, and so I really do want to see where this story goes.
Yeah, also, how'd she get what's with her lightsaber on the A cover? You may wonder about that.
Why is it now purple?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think that is a lightsaber. I think that's the other tool that they use, right?
No,
the electrostaff.
She had a lightsaber though, right?
She does, yes.
Yeah, green one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but this is the other problem with this. Like, this storyline is great. So was the Starlight Beat. Like, these 2 storylines are absolutely good. The only problem that I have with this is I think maybe the ordering on anything besides the A cover. I mean, the 25s are going to be there, but like the Woos, it's not going to be as plentiful as the number 1 with all the covers, and we'll tell you why later. So if you like that Woo, the Woo is the one on the way right. We've covered enough so I didn't put his name underneath it, but whatever.
Also, that 1 in 25 is going to be a pain in the ass to grade. If that black is black.
Oh my God, we're not doing the black is black, are we?
What?
You can say the Marvel printers are shitty, but we're not doing the black is black. All right. I think it'll be perfectly fine. Because
how they ship things now, I think it'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
They ship the 25 separately, and I don't know.
Yeah, they're trying not to screw up the incentives anymore. So,
Sorry,
also
guys.
next,
sorry guys, I had to step out for a second. I had a phone call.
We're good. Next up too is we're finaleing the Bounty Hunters. We're getting a little homage cover for one of the variants. The 1 in 25.
So bad.
It's bad. It's got Jabba at the back, but like, I wish Jabba was here.
Is that balanced? Like, I think it's balanced, but that looks like a zombie to me.
Who is behind? Who is that Black K behind Boba Fett? Who is behind Boba Fett?
I hope it's
that looks like Black Chrysanthemum.
Boss, so you have to buy it. That's what I really hope, because that's
you talking about on the 1 in 25 cover?
Yeah.
I think that's Black Chrysanthemum in the back.
Looks like it.
But why? Black Cassandra hasn't been in any of them. Why are you bringing Black Cassandra in the very last?
I don't know.
Issue. That makes
None
no
of the
sense.
stuff they
Dude.
do makes any
That
sense.
means-
Throw everything in the last issue and hope it pans out. Like I said, they're restarting this. Just cross your fingers, boys and girls.
These
Cross
covers are horrible anyway.
your- Yeah.
They're all bad.
Is that-
They're all
the-
bad.
Is that the actual?
Well,
cover?
hey, there's the starry. Hey, listen, there's the starry ones.
Is that
So,
the actual
oh, look
cover
at the
for
perfect time.
B cover is just the name, the logo on a black cover.
Yeah, but that's what they've been doing. They've been doing sketches. By the way, we do have our special
Yeah,
guest
why
in the
would you
house.
put it
real
right
quick.
in the middle?
What do you mean? That's what they've been doing. Have you
I
not
don't
been
know
following
why
Star Wars
The
they're
Content?
logo's right in the middle.
Yeah,
it's
it's
in the
good.
hallway. Hey, how's it going, Al? Could you explain to us why they would put a logo in the middle of a book?
More. Sorry, is my audio okay? Can
Yeah,
you hear me
Your
good?
audio's fine.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
hear
it's
you.
great.
We
Okay,
can hear
awesome. This blue Yeti has been sitting on my desk for the last year, and I have not touched it. So
That's what you do with them. You just like leave them in that one setting in the background and just hope it works all right.
pretty much.
How-
Yeah,
Go ahead.
logo placement is really just up to the composition of the piece of art and what
I
looks best.
understand, but you as an artist, like, doesn't it make it tougher for you to do sketches on something like this?
Logo's going after.
But no, I mean, if somebody gave you like this,
Yeah, like if they came up to you at a con.
sketch on.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it depends.
Yeah. Zaggy says, "Run, guys. There's a girl." Okay.
you.
How are you doing, by the way? We are just about to get to something that you do here.
We're going over we're going over next week's comics. Then we go to FOC next. So yeah,
Mhm.
perfect timing.
Hey, well, thanks for having me. I appreciate the
coming.
invite.
Good. All right. After that, we have got Obi. You guys know the variants on this. I do actually like the middle one. I know Dom probably likes the third. Either one isn't bad. The A cover is what it is.
I like this. I like the stop. I like Lola. Lola was one of the highlights of that show.
Lola's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think both Scott and I cannot pronounce the artist in the middle one, but either one, if you're going to buy one, go with those two because they're there. Plus, once again, this is not something people are ordering high multiple ratio. So you're not seeing a lot of B and C covers out of these anyways. You're seeing mainly A covers at this point in this run.
We will get to it in a second, John. We're going through stuff.
Yeah, real quickly. John, we'll get to it in 1 sec. Collection Star Wars Hyperspace Stories number 5 and 8. This is coming out. Scum and Villainy. This is a repeat of that little midsection. Remember, this is a storyline that still follows the Bunny storyline. So if you want it and didn't read it, I think it's absurdly pricing these at $20 for 4 combined comics, but I'm old. And then we'll get into FOC. We have Darth Vader FOC. We got 2 sweet covers on the Vader FOC. But the reason why we have a guest here, and Wayseeker, if you'd like to introduce her.
Yeah. So Ella is a huge Star Wars fan, and we're going to get into that. But she also will be coming out with her first Star Wars comic cover, and hopefully first comic cover will be the first one. Dark Horse, you never can tell why that will be. High Republic Adventures number 3, the B variant. And so we will be talking to her a little bit here about what it's like to create a cover, what that experience was like for her, and what her love of Star Wars and that. But so we have her today specifically because if you want to FOC High Republic Adventures 3, you need to do it before tomorrow. So you can see there that B cover.
Now, just real quickly before we get into with her, this is a cover that you might have seen on our IG when we first saw it. We were in love with the cover. I believe Wayseeker after that reached out. But do know also, too, with some of these B covers, it is not a ratio cover. However, stores are not ordering both. So make sure you contact your store ahead of time. Get some of these B covers, especially considering the B covers are kind of dope.
Marco, you might want to drop her down a little bit. The live readout
No
is
problem.
covering her.
Yeah, you got it. There you go.
There you
We'll
go.
move it off of this page.
And I will say, like, even some of the websites doesn't have the picture up. So, like, I know
I noticed that.
So make sure that you're looking at the one. If it's the blank one that doesn't have the picture, that's the one to order for the FOC. I don't know why some of the websites don't have it out because it's been up for 3 weeks, which it was
It's
released.
because of an ordering thing. Because the ones that order through Diamond because they don't put in the preview magazine, it doesn't come through there anymore.
Yep.
So a lot of the ones that will order through Penguin Random House will have it already, but Penguin Random House is hard to navigate. So if you use a program for FOC through Penguin Random House, you'll be getting the sweet. That's how we got the sweet cover earlier.
Diamond's been bad with that forever. They never.
Yeah,
update.
if it's Diamond, you're gonna be in trouble. So that's why when we always tell you know who's distributing your comics. If your LCS is a local Diamond distributor, make sure you get the B cover. Okay, make sure you're getting the B covers, not just for her. I know she's a guest, but a lot of these B covers that you're seeing in these adventures, then we're overpaying for them online because nobody's ordering them. So make sure you order them up too. Also, so is this really going to be your first? I know he said it, but this is going to be your first comic book cover to come out, correct?
Yeah, it's not the first one I've drawn. I did. Ethan Sachs is doing a miniseries with his daughter called A Haunted Girl. That one I drew first, but it's coming out after this, like a week later or something like that. So,
Nice,
but yeah,
perfect.
this technically, yeah.
Good. I mean, that's like something too. Like people like that. People like to cover that stuff. And you're obviously a Star Wars fan. We'll show some of your art later. Are you a big High Republic? Like, are you caught up on? I kind of know the answer because I looked over your Etsy store and a couple other things. But you're caught up on High Republic, correct?
I'm okay. Embarrassingly, I have not yet read Eye of Darkness. It's sitting in my Audible library, and it will be read. But other than that, like, I haven't caught up on the Phase 3 Marvel run yet. But
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm busy.
No, it's all right. Phase 1. All right. So all the
Maybe, otherwise, yes.
Besides Wookiee Fanatic,
caught up on Phase 2.
Yeah.
She said Phase 3. She hasn't started the Phase 3.
Oh, Phase 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Is Phase 1 your favorite phase in the High Republic so far,
Come on.
excluding the comic book that you're writing?
I think she's going to be a Phase 2 person. I just have a feeling that she's going to be a Phase 2 person.
No, there's only 2 Phase 2 people,
Not
which is
just debated,
Wayseeker
I
and
think,
Wookiee Fanatic.
I think we're going to have a third. I think you're going to realize.
No, she's going to say
you're
no
old.
because she's
But,
using characters
you're
from
old.
Phase
Mom, why don't you
1.
let her answer the question?
Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
My favorite High Republic book is tied between Midnight Horizon and Convergence, which may be a hot take. I don't know if it is.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
like Midnight Horizon.
Yeah,
Midnight Horizon wasn't bad.
I like the Marvel run of Phase 2 better than 1.
Yeah.
But
the Adventures of 1 was good.
Adventures 1 was really good. And
That has some of my favorite characters in it.
in general, I'm more attached to the characters in Phase 1. I mean, I think that's pretty part of the
Marchand
course.
Rowe comes in Phase 1. You get Rowe in Phase 1.
I know. I'm
get the
a big
nameless in Phase
Marchand fan.
Now,
I
we
don't know.
do it. Go ahead.
It's hard to pick, but I think probably Phase 1 ekes out just a little bit more. Just a tiny little bit more.
That's right.
I do like
Yes.
Phase 2 though. I do.
Yeah, I mean, Phase 2 I will say that the Marvel run on Phase 2, although I think the Drain Gear slowed down the Phase 1, like that it was a little bit chunky there. But like the writing coming out, and there were some great novels that came out of Phase 1, as there was in Phase 2. You know, we've been blessed with a lot of great novels coming out of both. But like the Drain Gear thing was a little bit chunky in Phase 1, especially if you're just reading through the comic stuff. But Adventures, I mean, you get Geo, you get Row. I mean, you get everything in the Adventures of Phase
absolutely.
1. So it's got to be really cool to have like your first comic cover is going to come out in a series that obviously touches home, which is kind of dope, right?
No, definitely.
So
Go ahead, Wayseeker.
now I was going to say, I want to hear the story about how you got invited to do the cover for, Adventures 3.
Do you want the long version?
I
or
want the long version. Yeah.
Because it's like quite long. It's legitimately long. I'm gonna pare it down just for the simple fact that like I don't know if I want to share all of it. I know that's like kind of
Nope, go ahead, share it all.
Okay.
We just love to talk a lot here, so share it all.
Okay, well, God, when did this even start? This started like over a year and a half ago, frankly. Like it's been a long time coming. I think it was that one art I have of like Reith and Comac looking over the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're familiar with that one.
You
I
have
posted
that one.
that.
Can you load that one up, Wayseeker?
Let's see if I can.
Let's see if we can get it.
Did
It's around. I have it
That one
on my
in.
wall right now, but I can't show it to you. But
I don't think I put that one in.
Okay.
anyway, piece of High Republic art.
Yeah, sure.
I posted that to Twitter as a joke. I want to be clear about this. As a joke, I put in the description at Star Wars, hire me to do High Republic cover art. It's my dream job.
No way.
Again, as a joke.
No way.
And I think it was Daniel who picked it up first.
Okay.
He shared it. And then I think Cavan did. Then Gary Whitta, one of the writers of Rogue One.
Yeah, sure.
Gave me a really nice comment on that. Oh man, who else? Justina did when she was still on Twitter. She tagged Jennifer Heddle and Mike Siglain, which was pretty cool. And then I got a DM from Matt Martin, who amazing person, by the way. I love Matt. He was like, "Hey, your work's pretty cool. I send it over to the folks at publishing. I don't know if anything's going to come out of it, but like, I thought I'd let you know." And I was like, "Cool, all right, nice." Didn't hear anything for a couple of days after that, and then I got an email from Daniel a couple days later, and he was like, "Hey, I have this non-Star Wars project, and I want you to do interiors for me." And I was like,
Wow.
That's incredibly kind. However, I'm not an interiors artist. It's like sequential art is so far from what I'm able to do, like in general. Completely different skill set. So I was like, thank you, but no. If there's anything else you want me to do, like absolutely. But
can you imagine
not
like,
this one?
Saying no to Daniel Jose Older, like how hard that had to be?
I was so stressed out, honestly. It was the worst. But I was like, another opportunity will come. It's fine. What happened after that? I think next, I had DM'd Mike on Twitter, and I was like, "This is who I am. I'm available for work. Here's my email." That's pretty much it. I never got a response. I was like, "Fine. I shot my shot. All right." And then like several months later, and I had just posted like just a little like portrait of Slander Show, like just a little practice thing I did. And then I get a DM from Mike being like, "Expect an email within the week." And I was like,
Damn,
oh God.
Damn.
Okay. Waited a week, no email.
Oh.
What is happening? I just like insane. And that was like during my local con, like convention artist alley, and I was so stressed out. I was like, I'm waiting for this email, and it never came. Not anyone's fault, but it was just very funny. And then I waited like several months, nothing. And then I went to Celebration and to the High Republic meetup, which was just incredible. Like I knew so many people there, and like all the authors were there. It was just so much fun. I mean, it would be fun. I was stressed out of my mind because.
So you're going to sell yourself. You're going to be like, "Hey, listen, you owe me an email like 6 months ago. Never got it."
Well,
is that what we're doing? That's what we're doing. Yeah, so we're going in there. We're ready to go. We roll them up. We're like, "Listen, I'm catching these dudes. They told me they're giving me an email. They never sent it to me. We're coming for you." Right? That's what you did. Okay.
In a much less aggressive way. Yes.
yeah, sure. No, but that's what you did. All right.
I had brought a business card with me. One business card to give to Mike. I was like, this is getting in his hands one way or the other. And Mads and Tommy Stella, who's Charles' assistant, they were like, "We'll introduce you to Mike. Don't worry about it." And I was like, "Okay." Everyone else is having fun, and I'm like, I'm having a job interview in like 20 minutes. I'm freaking out, which is a great way to spend.
Yeah, right. Celebration. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. No, I was a mess, and then they pull me over finally, and I was expecting to be like, "Hi, I'm Ella. This is what I do."
You said you like my thing, yeah.
Yeah, you said whatever. And he shakes my hand. He's like, "Ella, it's so good to finally meet you." And I was like, "Oh God, okay, you remember who I am. That's great." Frankly, I don't remember much of the conversation because I basically blacked out for most of it. But the gist of it was, we didn't forget about you. There's just like a hiring freeze happening at Disney, and we can't hire you right now, but just hang tight. So.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So I was like, all right, that's totally cool. And I was like, that's very cool to hear that they still want to hire me. That's awesome. didn't hear anything, and then for like from April till October, then I finally get an email from Dark Horse. They say we need cover artists for adventures. Daniel likes your work and wants to work with you. Do you want to do it? Finally, I said yes.
Nice.
So this whole like again a year and a half long like excursion, and I finally got it there. But that's pretty much it. That's the long and short of it.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. I know you probably can't. I know you're not going to want to get into specifics with this but Dark Horse, as some of us who follow comics for a long time, we've known just took over the properties a little bit ago. They did have, before that was with a different company, we were kind of happy with how they were rolling out covers and A and Bs doing incentives. Dark Horse has a long history of doing incentives, especially 5, 15, weird incentives from Star Wars. How did you feel doing a B cover for them? Did you feel the transition was really smooth? I know it's your first time, but like,
or did you even know?
Did you even know? Yeah.
Yeah,
did you
honestly,
know
I didn't.
Okay.
No, I did know it was going to be a B cover.
Mm-hmm.
I like when I did like Ethan's cover for Haunted Girl. That's a 1 in 10 incentive, and I didn't know that was going to be the case, right? Like
that is Image, or is that IDW? Which one was that?
It's Image. It's
Image.
under their one of their
Yeah,
publishers.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking because, like, you know, they were having a little bit of scheduling problem with stuff coming out too, as Wayseeker had said earlier. So it's kind of nice, but it's good. I hope it comes out on time. It's looking real good. Wayseeker, could you pull up some of our art that you did have earlier? Because some of these pieces are going to go through there.
Hold on, Marco. Wayseeker.
I saw it. I'll try to edit in a little bit later. Yeah.
Also, no, you aren't supposed to start here because okay, go ahead.
What do you mean?
So this is some of the stuff. I thought you started on the last one because we have two different things here. Wayseeker is a big Nubs fan, so we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah,
but
Nubs Nation.
There's like 3 people with Nubs Nation. All right.
No.
2 of them are on the
There's
show
way more
currently.
than 3 people.
There's 3. There's
Come
3.
on.
All right.
Growing, Marco. It's growing.
One of the things that I really loved, and I'm not like a huge person for the the crafts forms of it, but I do. Celebration has been a great place for pins and stuff like that. Like that's when I first got turned into pins. I have still a Sabine pin. Whether it's technically my daughter's, not mine, but whatever. And but I really like the pin game, and I started to see they're like, hey, check out our store. So I'm going through. I'm like, damn, our artwork's pretty good. But then I start seeing some of your other stuff. So we just wanted to go over some of your artwork first, and the pieces you had to get everybody a little in tune to. Obviously, this is a piece you did, and then you did the cover kind of after this, correct?
The Avar one?
Avar's in the corner there.
I did that one after.
After?
Yes.
All right.
No.
Go ahead, Wayseeker.
Before.
Yeah, I think it was before.
I can't remember.
All right, go ahead.
You got some of your Ghost Crew favorites.
You a big fan of Rebels?
I am a big fan of Rebels. It's tied with Andor for my favorite Star Wars show, I think.
Ooh, she likes Andor too. All right, go.
I like the Finn Rao one. That's a pretty cool Finn Rao. I like
that one.
Yeah.
So there's kind of a bet because we're all very old, and one of the first questions they wanted to ask us is, "How does it feel being with a bunch of old people who are Star Wars fans?"
Old Star Wars fans.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, I'm extremely young to be in the position that I am. So it's if anything, I'm the odd one out.
Yeah, no, but it's good because I also have a notebook, so we will be asking you some very interesting questions later on. All right, go up next.
God, that sounds ominous.
It's supposed to be.
Here's one of your favorites here in the middle there.
So
England.
Yeah, can you talk about Voss? Like, do you love Voss? Why do you like Voss?
Oh, okay. I'm all 3 of these pieces actually that you picked out.
Mm-hmm.
These are all a part of a little thing that I like to do called Ella Mail, which is where I will draw the favorite character or like Glupshido of my friends' favorite characters, and I will just mail it to them without them knowing, and then they open it up and it's like a surprise. So yeah, all 3 of these actually were for friends of mine. I mean, I like all 3 of these characters, but like that's essentially what these are.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Because a lot of our fan base really wants to get the Voss and Ventress storyline moved along a little bit because there was a book that they got in like a love affair, and people really kind of want to see more Voss out of that.
Admittedly, I want to see more of that. So.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ruben wants to be your friend, so he can get some art.
Yeah, Ruben. He's a massive collector, so he just wants free stuff. Stop
Well,
begging me.
Incidentally, Ella, I just wanted to say real quick.
Hmm.
I actually, before I even knew you were going to be a guest on the show, I've been following your IG for a while.
Oh,
So I find your art really nice.
thank you.
You do
Yeah.
a great job.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
moving on.
Take Bri J's advice, Darth.
The one on the right to me needs to be a cover at some point. You need to draw an Afro cover.
I would love to. I
Yeah.
did a mock up like a fake cover version of that one. That was kind of the idea that it would be for a cover. But
I'm really hoping that Alyssa Wong stays on.
We're
for
gonna
the
send her
third-
info.
the
You
third
guys can pay
series.
her.
And I know series 2 is ending, and I'm a huge Alyssa Wong fan. And I
I
think
know.
giving a
No,
chance to, like,
that's because you two both have this in common too. You guys have terrible taste. You're Santa Staros fans, okay? Quit spoiling it, Wayseeker. Quit spoiling the punchlines.
I'm not. I love Alyssa
Oh
Wong.
my gosh.
Come on, that's who I am.
I like
Did we
your-
get you on that? You're a big
So,
Santa Staros fan too.
I love your Rogue One art here in the
We'll
middle
get
too.
there in a second.
No, thanks. Yeah, that was also for a friend of mine, and the
Nice.
Cody as well. I mean, I would love to do Afra so much. Again, Alyssa Wong is like one of the nicest people you will ever meet, like ever. Like they're just amazing, and I want to work with them so bad.
Well,
That's cool.
I know Daniel and Alyssa are close friends, so maybe Daniel can help make that happen at some point. So
Plus, you draw a good
so.
afro.
it is a good Afro.
Yeah, it's
It's a
good,
really
yeah.
good afro.
It's been really good Afro.
Yep. Yeah. Here's some more for Marco's favorite
Zeb.
people.
Yeah.
Zeb,
Zeb's Marco's favorite.
I like both Sabine and Zeb. I mean, I think Sabine's storyline as a whole was done very well, and Zeb is awesome. They need more Zeb. He looked great live action too. I mean, just
Oh yeah.
a great character.
I'm looking forward to more Sabine, like building her future past Ahsoka and stuff like that.
I will say Zeb makes the perfect character to do in one of these side stories that they did, like when they did the Ahsoka Tano like spin-off one or the Dooku one. Like, let's see the planet he's from. Let's see the new planet they established. Like, it's definitely something they should. I would hope that they would do a little bit more. I know they put him into like the Rangers of the New Republic, but I kind of would like to see more of the like his past. I think it'd be kind of cool for the LaSalle. So, yeah. Thanks, Bri.
Here you go. This is
Oh
how
God, this is why we
how
love you.
Marco did
This
it.
is why you love. This is why I love you. This is why I
This is
love
it.
you. This is why I love you. And now,
My
but now she's in
infamous-
there for her friends. I don't know. I don't know. Have you read the new trilogy at all?
Ascendancy?
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
I am like 4 hours away from finishing the Chaos Rising audiobook. I need to get fully into it. I know it by osmosis in the sense that like my friends are really into it, but I just like I need to actually sit down and
It's so
read them.
good. It's
I
so
know.
good. It just
I've enjoyed what I've read so far. but
and
I
these
just,
three characters, like we're really hoping, especially the first character that you have there, we are hoping that she does show up sooner than later. I think
me
if we get
too.
Eli and everything else, like it'd be nice, but like, oh man, he just
We want Arlani so bad.
yeah, we want Arlani so bad. The way that he wrote, I mean, the way that they rewrote it, it's great. I think some old timers are always screaming about like Heir to the Empire, and that's fine. But like the way he redid this book, it's just amazing. One of our faves here. So to see that you were doing pictures, yeah,
I
We got
find
Thrawn.
the I find the Chiss fascinating. I've been interested in this race since Legends, Legends books and stuff. So I think you do really good Chiss artwork.
Thank you.
yeah, Bri. I'm not sure we can play that clip, Bri. Not today.
It's true. It's true. All right. So yeah, Eric was asking about your drawing art setup.
Yeah, I do all of my work digitally. It's on the floor right now, but hold on. I have a Wacom Cintiq that I use religiously.
Here, put her up.
It's my child. And
Not me.
That's good to Thade. All right,
There
I
you
didn't know
go.
what you were pulling up. There you go.
here she is.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a screen tablet, and I use Paint Tool Side to draw, which is like, if you know anything about digital art programs, you'd think I'm insane because it's like archaic. Not even Paint Tool Side 2, like the original one, which is somewhat problematic in terms of like creating art that is like I do book covers on it. Like it's really it's archaic, but it works so well for me. I would be lost without it.
I have a friend
yeah.
who does her art on the same device that you just showed.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I mean, they're great. I love them. Absolutely love them.
Damn, it's so tempting to play the clip. All right, next up.
The ladies.
It seems like you're a big Deppa fan. If that's, am I
Yeah,
right?
I actually, yeah, I do. Oh, Kanan's whole line. Big fan.
I
Yeah,
love
me
that
too.
Inquisitor.
That was one of my favorites.
That Inquisitor's nice.
It's a good
You
Inquisitor.
did a good job drawing it.
Yeah, these are great. And a few High Republic art. I didn't put all of them in here, but I put
I have a
Ezra,
lot.
Elzar Man in the middle there.
Elzar Man.
That's a young Elzar right there.
It's a very good Elzar Man.
You got Jesus, on the right there.
Yeah, Jesus.
Telling Jesus.
Hey, he's even got the cross lightsaber.
I mean, that's supposed to be who it is, right? I mean,
Geostatus is supposed to be
close
Jesus.
as you can get to the person that does no wrong.
Yeah.
And then you got Orla, who's my favorite of Phase 1.
Oh, that's taste.
I just died inside when Orla died.
They just showed Reva.
So and Comac over there, and so that was.
Orla died like the horrible off-screen death too.
I know.
You don't want any character death.
Still, they did her so wrong. I know you love Gray, Marco, but Gray did that wrong.
Gray is the, no offense to everybody else, all your friends, but Gray's the best High Republic writer there is out there right now, by far. Yeah. She's top 2 overall in Star Wars, in current Star Wars writing.
Gray did that. Gray did her wrong, so that's all right.
Gray does no wrong.
I'm not. If she ever comes on,
never does any wrong. Watch your mouth, or I'm gonna play that clip of what you said about Thrawn, buddy. You better watch yourself.
And then you got a great Bell here, which Bell is, I think, top 2 favorite characters. Bell and Vernestra are my top 2 of the High Republic, and then you got
Char Hunt.
You got Zine and Lula, who we all want to see reunited so bad. We know it's coming at some point because it has to. But your cover doesn't make it seem like it's going to happen in your issue, so we're going to have to hold off on it.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
We want that reuniting.
She just said and then probably not. So I think we're onto something right there. You can't give leaks. You do know this. You're going to get us in trouble.
Okay. To be fair, I don't know what's happening.
Sure you don't.
I don't know what's happening inside the comics.
There we go. Good job. That's what you had to say. Thank you. Okay.
Artist.
Now continue with what you were telling us how it was going to happen.
Oh, and then you got the greatest things ever. Right?
I was going to troll you on this. I have bigger pictures of this so we can hit it up.
I love this. So you got these, awesome little charms, and you got Santa Staros. And I don't think there is a bigger Santa Staros fan on this channel than me. I am the biggest Santa Staros fan. Everybody thinks one of me
in the world for some reason.
I love Santa. Any of the Staroses, Avon Staros, Santa Staros, all of them. Just give me all the Staroses ever. And they think that I'm not being honest, but now Marco's realized that I am being honest.
No, I don't think you're being honest. I really don't.
Totally I think you're honest.
I think it's a bit to this point because I don't understand it. Because why would you be fans of all of them? Even though they did change the way the style of her grandmother, who now is it her grandmother? Who is it? Is it her grandmother, Wayseeker? You know the
yeah.
Who suddenly from phase 1 to phase 3.
You're talking about mom. No, you're talking about Avon's mom.
Yeah.
Jiro.
Lost 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
Astro has a good question for.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna get to it.
Okay. What?
I actually have this in a bigger picture, but we're gonna. Yeah. Astro says, "Do you sketch covers at cons with pencil and ink or markers?"
I absolutely do not. I'm horrible at traditional art. I know that's that's not a good thing. But no, I know that's not my skill set. I'm first and foremost a painter. I don't even do line art. It's very far from my skill set. It would be nice to do stuff like that, but no, I'm digital only, baby.
And then do you know at all? I think they have to give her some type of context for the covers, right?
They kind of do. It's probably different depending on what comic you're doing. I was mostly just I was given a couple of prompts, one sentence, this is one of these or one of these. and given some background information, like about a paragraph, and anything that's really important to like what I'm doing.
But if you
And that's
rewind it
about
2
it.
minutes ago, she gave us a couple spoilers, so just rewind it to like a minute and 36 seconds ago, and then she told you the truth. But I hear what you're
Yeah.
saying.
I know you don't like when I do this, but I think BK needs the bell.
Why? Can we share this? You seem like you have a good sense of humor. We clip each other saying stuff that sometimes doesn't sound the best. And everybody keeps talking about Thrawn in there. And the reason why they talk about this is because this is a big clip from Wayseeker.
Thrawn would just be such a bad sexual lover.
You might have been able to hear.
It's taking 100% out of context. But yeah. So
that's pretty good.
when you see all the love things, that's what they keep saying in the chat. They just wanted me to play that. So there you go. Okay. We got it out of the way, guys. I was going to go ham on you because of all the love that you were giving the blue death bear. However, then you gave us one of the best when you showed us Max Rebo and a sticker. So
Yeah.
And you
Those
got
were-
the Daniel Jose older canon, meme going in there too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made those for celebration just to like give out as like, if you see me, come get a sticker.
Oh, cool.
I did end up giving Daniel a Daniel sticker, which was a lot of
Nice.
fun. He seemed to like it. I think I gave, I'm pretty sure, I gave Pablo a Pablo sticker, or at least I gave it to someone to give to Pablo.
Yeah.
And I think I gave Christina Ariel, I think also a Daniel sticker. A bunch of people have them, so that's fun.
Nice. Yeah, I know she did. You did just one point, just a little bit. You gave Max Rebo arms in here. Are you aware that he plays the bell organ with his feet and he doesn't actually possess arms?
That's the Lego Max Rebo, so that one does have arms.
It's inaccurate. I understand. I just wanted to know with having Jose yelling out canon. I just would like to refer back to canon that Max Rebo plays with his.
Does not have arms.
Does not have arms. Yeah, absolutely.
Book of Boba Fett disagrees. So,
Anyways, yeah, the chat is loving it. These are. Stop flipping my stuff.
You don't want me?
Oh no, because I got the rest of them in here. Okay. I'm just gonna do it. All right, this also was pretty cool, and we're gonna get to your Etsy store in a little bit, guys. I know some of you have asked where you could get commissions from her. We're gonna cover all that. Don't worry about it. We'll get it for you. But when I was talking about the pins, I have to order some of these Thrawn pins because they are dope. I know you don't have that many left. You sell them in a set still, and you sell 3.
Yeah, I do have stock left.
They are cool.
I might have to grab a set of the Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, and Anakin.
Don't buy the Thrawn pin yet, guys. I have to still order them. Okay, don't.
I don't have any more Obi-Wans right now, but Ahsoka and Anakin I do.
Yeah. Awesome. I definitely like your Anakin there.
Free shipping on $35 plus, guys. Just so you know.
That's correct.
Also, hey, I mean, how many cons do you do? Like, I know you. What do you have? One? How many cons are in Edmonton?
One.
Nice.
Literally
awesome.
one.
So you literally go to one a year.
Yeah, that's
nice.
Basically it. Sometimes I go down to Calgary, but I already missed the cutoff date for this year, so that's not happening.
That sucks. Are they big? Like how big? Like you were obviously at
small.
Celebration. They're tiny.
Yeah, they're small. Most like 90% of anything that I do is online. Yeah.
I don't know. I think you could sell most of these at the Stampede. So if you want to go down for that, that's a very tame event. If you
I did
down
go
for the
last
Stampede,
year.
Yeah, good. Okay. Yeah, I think you could definitely sell some of these just on the corner at the Stampede there. So the Marchand Roll ones are pretty cool too. Obviously, you take some of your friends' advice because you put the Voss out there. These were wood pins. How's that work?
It's the same as like doing an acrylic pin, except it's made out of wood and printed. They're kind of nice. I like those ones. I should do more.
Those are definitely neat.
The oldest man on the channel wants to know where Star Wars Resistant merch is.
I don't have any. I'm sorry.
No, don't.
Nobody wants it.
Do not be sorry. Nobody. If you think people
want to be for Dubs, but still.
Yeah, no. I'm giving Dubs a second chance in season 2, but we are not giving Resistance any more chances. It has gotten too much play as is. We are not doing that. She just got her first cover, and you're trying to ruin her career by trying to convince her to make Resistance merch that won't sell, buddy. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Sure would.
Don't stick. Don't have one person buying.
Yeah.
Did you watch Resistance?
Did you see Six's other question above that?
Oh no, I'll have to go back and find it.
Is it the one about other properties she would?
It's the one with about the other fandoms that she's interested.
I was gonna hit it after this, and then obviously you had the Afro crew. All right, we'll get into the rest of it later. All right, guys. Any other questions? Let's get into it, and I'll pull up her.
Now that you've done Star Wars, which was obviously a dream, like what other fandoms do you want to work on, or do you have desire to do?
Honestly, like, well, I'm mostly like wanting to get into. I mean, particularly the publishing end of Star Wars. I'd love to do a book cover. Like that's kind of like pinnacle for me right now. I like doing book covers in general. Really anybody that will have me, which sounds bad, but yeah, there's not many like other IPs in particular that I would want to do. I like doing just like a lot of original like stories and whatnot. Like if like Image Comics was doing a run or something that really fit my style, like I would love to do something like that.
I don't know how old it is, but I saw a piece on your portfolio online of the link in front of the goddess statue.
Oh yeah, no, I big Zelda fan, big Zelda fan. But I mean, there's not a lot of work in that. Like,
yeah,
unfortunately,
a little
like
tight on that.
Definitely. But yeah, I mean, more Star Wars if I can get it. Honestly,
Yeah.
Do us one favor. If you do a novel, cover, make sure that the people know who the actual characters are on there. Not you per se, but maybe your buddy Charles. So the next time, like, I don't know, they draw one of our favorite characters. I know, but he will know when somebody goes up to him and says, like, hey, no, I mean, hey, I'm just saying, I'm talking about our fans here. I'm talking about our fans here.
You're talking about you.
We're not just
really upset with how Porter Engle looks.
It's not that. It's
yes,
we had some. Yes, I am. No, kind of. I'm kind of mad that they keep changing the way he looks all the time. But we had some of our fans from the chat walk up to, because Charles, he's got relation. We're in Michigan. He's got
personal relationship. Why are you trying to get her fired?
So he's out here. No, Sticks. No. So who will watch? Nobody will. Stop suggesting stuff that nobody wants. But one of the fans of our show and fans of his walked up and said, "Hey, can I just ask you a question? Why on the annual did he show up so differently than he did on the cover of your first novel?" And Charles said, "No, he's not on the cover of the first novel. But if you read his first novel, he describes a scene in the first novel when they're riding those horse characters. He describes all four people, and one of the people we've never seen again, and it's him." And
you're talking about the out of print version?
The out of print cover, yeah.
Yeah, the out of print one. Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
So we're just saying,
he's not on there.
If you ever do a cover and it comes with socks, I'll make sure to pick it up.
Yeah,
of course.
So
I would love to do an out of print. That would be amazing.
It's some random person in there, or that's what he was supposed to like. That's what we're saying. It's either some random person or somebody they're supposed to look like, but it's not him. And then they gave us old grandpa one-eyed. Because when you read the instruction, we thought, like, I don't know if you'll know this reference, but we all kept joking that it was Steven Seagal in his prime. You know what I mean? Like the chef and so
now he looks like Gimli from Lord of the Rings.
Came out a little different than we expected it, but it's fine. We still loved it, and you know the blade was a good little.
Not fine. According to Marco, it's not.
It is fine. I'm just saying, like, man, when I saw him, I was like, okay, I thought this dude was gonna be like almost John Wickish, right? Like he's gonna be John Wick after the dog, like before the dog gets killed, where he's just moping around. He's got a little long, scraggly hair, but then all of a sudden, like you tick him off, and he's gonna break open the floor, right? And we just got missing an eye, and looks like a cobbler. So we'll see how it goes.
So you want to do more Star Wars?
Yeah.
If you could do any character, cover, comic, book, doesn't matter. If you could pick one character that you can do a cover of, who would you want that one character to be?
I mean, okay, anyone who knows me even a little bit knows I am obsessed with Comac Vitus. So I think I just have to say Comac. I would also love to do Vernestra. That would be so fun. Yeah, Comac, Wreath, Vernestra are like very high up there for me. also like I don't really talk about him much, and I would hate to like. I mean, I couldn't dethrone Noto, but like I would love to do Poe Dameron.
Hmm.
That would be a lot of fun.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, in terms of like High Republic, really anyone, I would have honestly, if you asked me this like earlier, I would have said Zine. So
Yeah, there you go.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
kinda
so question.
yes.
Is there anything like not specifically canon, but like legends that you're into?
I haven't honestly the only non-canon book I've read is Matthew Stover's Revenge of the Sith.
Uh-huh.
I love it. It's great. Great novel.
That's
That's all
actually
I've got.
my favorite of the movies, the prequel movies, is Revenge of the Sith. So.
Me too. Yeah. No, it's classic.
Can you rank the movies real quick?
All of them?
No, just the major ones.
Or just the 9.
No pressure.
Just the 9,
Oh,
the
God.
saga movies.
I can give you a top 3.
Give us your top 3.
Can you
Absolutely.
give us a bottom 3 after that?
No,
I
don't give the
even know
bottom
if I
3. We
have
don't want to do the bottom. No,
Basically, right
we're
now.
not doing that in this chat. Give us a top 3. That's a good idea. Do not give us the bottom 3. We will
Top
never go
3.
home. We'll never. Buryaga. People want you to draw Buryaga, by the way. Hey, guys, go to her Etsy store. Follow her on IG. She does do commissions, so get out there. Send her.
It's a long wait. It's a long wait.
It's a long wait. I'm
Well, it
gonna
has to
warn
come from
you.
Canada. It has to
It
come
would-
from Canada. So
I have to agree with the chat.
But it's
It would
also
be
upcover.
awesome.
It's like -40 there, so you should be able to like just spend like 20 hours a day like trying to keep.
That is
warm.
not a joke. It is literally -40 today.
it's crazy.
Legitimately.
I agree with the chat. I'd like to see you do Burry.
All right,
Maybe.
Back
Stop.
to the movies.
She just said she's doing it. Did you see that? She's
Yeah,
doing it.
maybe.
We're getting buried.
Maybe.
No, we heard that. We saw it. Yes. Look,
Maybe.
hey, look, Wookiee Fanatic. Breaking news as it goes. Good job, Wookiee. He's a big, believe it or not, he's a big Wookiee fan. So there we go.
Wookiees
Guys.
are notoriously difficult to draw just because they're just balls of fur.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah, we'll see. if I'm forced to / given the job to do so, I will. But
Fair enough.
yeah.
Fair enough.
So is that in like 3 covers or is that 4 covers?
I hope I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I hope so. Sorry, yes, my top 3 movies. I don't know if I have a particular order actually, but Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, and A New Hope.
Shit. All right.
Probably.
Wow, our top 3s are only off by 1.
Which one?
I'm not real fond of A New Hope. I mean, I was around when it first came out, but like,
Fair
I'm
enough,
not real fond of A New Hope. My favorite would be Return of the Jedi.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. That's solid.
But I
Solid.
definitely agree with you on Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One.
This is John you had 2 or 3 for John.
Yeah,
That's
you had 2
pretty
or 3
good.
for John. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. You got a couple. Yeah, that everybody
So-
knows.
The reception for your cover was instantaneously like awesome. Like
I
don't know if
guess
you
so.
like on Reddit, but like
Yeah.
it went up on Reddit and like
Reddit
people
is
were like
extremely.
I
happy.
don't even like comics anymore, but like this cover is awesome. I gotta buy it. I don't know if you saw that, but like
No.
it was like Reddit was like blowing up the day.
Yeah,
that
not
it
just
was
like
released.
Reddit Star Wars comics. Like there's
Yeah.
4 different Reddit chats that you.
Okay, can you send those to me?
I can probably track some of those down.
I don't know if you want to go into the Reddit chats though. Like I'll be honest
Yeah.
with you.
That's
Reddit-
fine.
Reddit's a horrible place that you.
No,
need to
it's good.
go.
No, all right now, Reddit's your best friend. They love
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Hey, go check out her store. If you saw a little bump in sales, it was because everybody was pumping you on Reddit. But like,
I
Okay.
will agree with that, but like most of Reddit, just stay away from most of Reddit.
Oh, I
Star
do
Wars Reddit's pretty fun.
religiously.
Yeah.
But like it was instantaneously like positive. I don't know if you picked that up, but what's that like? I mean, if you did.
I see. Here's the thing. I never like. It's really hard to tell, especially if it's like your first time doing something, what is like normal or expected. I'm like I already obviously I have a substantial following in the Star Wars fandom, so like I expected like some people to be excited about it, but like yeah, it's seemingly like I had people telling me that like they've never ever bought a comic before in their life and they were gonna pre-order mine, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right, even before they saw it, which is kind of crazy. Like I don't even. How do you react to something like that?
right.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I just feel very honored. I don't know. I don't know.
Admittedly, after
Hmm.
seeing your cover that you did for High Republic, it's probably one of my favorite High Republic covers. So
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, that's like very high praise. I mean, I was it was a very short turnaround time. It was like I was given 2 to 3 weeks to finish it.
Wow.
Very stressful 2 to 3 weeks, certainly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was happy with how it came out. I submitted it and I was like waiting for feedback. And before I had heard anything from Dark Horse or anything, that night Daniel was tweeting like, "You guys are not ready for Cherrielle's cover," and I was like, "Okay, well, I guess he likes it." So
I will tell you this, like from like so obviously we're Star Wars fans, but the majority of us is based in the comic book. Like that's what a lot of us follow.
Right,
That's what
yeah.
we talk mainly on this. The majority, 75% is. We have been asking. We have been. That's my wife. She's watching this. She just texted me. She goes, "Oh, good girl power," and she's yelling at the Lions right now. She's yelling at both. So, but yeah. So so like we were just not right before your stuff hit. We were asking for like, and we're not knocking other artists, but we're like, dude, Star Wars, like, because we just saw all the Woo stuff come out too, and we're like, it's nice to have this big refreshing of putting new artists out there and like doing stuff and taking their style, and then your style is different than like a lot of the stuff you saw. When you saw the 1 in 10s, especially under IDW, you would see different artists that we hadn't typically seen, and people enjoyed that. But then it got to, I mean, it has been a stagnation in Marvel. It is literally, the Marvel way is rinse, wash, and repeat. We're not trying to knock them. That just is what they do. So to see them, they started putting in new, like some of their B covers and some of their 1 in 50 variants have been new artists, which we really enjoyed too. And then to see this come out, like that was it. When Wayseeker and me saw it, we hit it up. And the first thing we do is go, not that we should, but we go to Reddit to see like, okay, are we going to get trolled on this, or are people going to enjoy it as much as we kind of did? And to see that the kickback was like, wow, cool. I think there is, I mean, there's Thade is a little generous. There's tons of great covers. I'm not saying that yours isn't the best cover of all time, but like yours is up there with like refreshing, great cover, like all this cool stuff that it has for it. So then when we saw the kickback that like, oh yeah, people are enjoying this, I think we were even surprised to a point, like, because sometimes when you use a little bit of a different style, you don't get the reaction that you got towards.
Oh yeah,
like,
you never know. You never know.
You never know how it's going to go, and I think
Yeah.
you can pat
It's
yourself on the back
refreshing
because, huh? What's that?
It's refreshing to have that in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Admittedly, my opinions are my own. So
Yeah,
But,
we.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
we get it.
I really appreciate it. I mean, I'm someone who famously and constantly does not have that much confidence in myself. So
You should.
it's very good to hear that like people
Yeah,
are responding to it.
I have a feeling that the response, like, you're going to be doing all right. You're going to do all right.
Okay.
Because, like, yeah.
If they haven't reached out to you already, which I'm sure they have, they will be reaching out to you to do more covers.
Yeah, for sure.
At some point.
But we know she's going to draw Buryaga in at least number 8 or 7 or 8. So we know they already did. We already know.
But maybe not Vernestra yet. So like, we got to find a way to make that happen. So
yeah,
Exactly.
but she could draw the other. She could draw the other role, Marshawn.
we know.
I like Marshawn.
I know you love Marshawn.
really
There's
love
nobody you love
Marshawn.
more than
Dude,
Marshawn.
who doesn't like Marshawn?
Dude, he's awesome, man. Like that. He's awesome. He just is awesome. Like
He's first of all, his look is just amazing. Second of all, his story is interesting. I mean,
I mean, it might be a hot take, but I really think he's one of the best villains in Star Wars. Like,
I don't think it's a hard take.
No.
I think Star Wars is built on great villains. I guess this is where we're saying like Thade has a point, because when you talk about best villains, same thing with your artwork. It's great for High Republic. It's one of the great ones up there. But like when you see stuff, you got Maul, you got him, you got the Emperor. Like there's great villains, and sometimes there's some misses because people, like, everybody's like, oh, everybody loves the Sith, but like, yeah, does everybody love Darth Croc? I'm not sure Darth Croc's hitting home, but like,
she doesn't know who that is.
Kylo. Kylo
That's
did
great.
What's his
Crate?
name? No, not Crate. No, Darth Croc. Remember the High Republic one, the guy that looks like Crocodile?
High Republic 7.
Yeah, High Republic 7. Yeah, I'm not sure that one hit his home as much as like Marshawn Rowe as a villain, because
But that was
like
only one
once
episode.
you give them,
Well, he's been in 1.5
Two.
comic.
all right, I'm gonna have to shut the door because she's screaming at the TV.
So
at
I
this
mean,
point.
like,
she's 3 layers up.
Croc could come back, but it's also
Yeah.
one of those. It's also one of those throwaway soul villains. Which
Yeah.
might come back in like 10 years or might not come
Same
back.
thing that they
It's hard
just did with the.
It's
last
hard to
comic
know,
issue.
how those go.
But I think how in depth they've gotten with Rowe, like they did a great job of it, kind of like what they did with Thrawn. It's very similar how they built that character up. They don't just make the villain some idiot that goes and knee smash things and hit him with a lightsaber. They made him
calculating.
Yeah, calculating. And they did the same thing with like D. And most of the characters that they have already sacrificed in High Republic, as you know, were those like tanks, the tank type character. They got rid of most of them early on. And then you leave these two competing villainous characters that are kind of villainous, but are kind of, it's because of the way they grew up. They're doing a certain thing. And I think they've done a great job with that with High Republic and taking care of what they need to with them. So Afra is Star Wars.
We're big collectors on the show. Like, I mean, that's kind of what we do at different types of collecting. Do you collect anything?
I have a small Star Wars collection. I mean, my prized possession is my Thrushy. I love him so much.
Here, give her. I'll give her. Can anybody else offer? Go ahead. Show us the throne.
There he is.
Oh,
Thrushy.
Nice.
I have like, obviously I have some books, and I have the out of print version of Greater Good. I have not read that book yet, but it's just very pretty. So I have that, and I have Obi-Wan's third lightsaber of a NeoPixel.
Oh,
But
wow.
my big love is statues. I have like
Oh, good
500,000 statues.
Whoa.
I just
That is
got this
something we
one.
know nothing about. Maybe
Yeah.
We're dominating.
It's an art form that I cannot do in any way, shape, or form. So I have much respect for it. And I like Greek mythology, which is like a lot of what the subjects of a lot of them
Yeah.
are.
They're
So,
definitely of a style, I can tell.
yeah.
The one in the back over your shoulder looks like what you used to get when you were doing Suzuki and you leveled up to the next level. Like it's Chopin, or they give you, they give you one. He's like,
Yeah.
I know. I did
wait,
Suzuki
how do you know
piano.
that?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're
no,
talking
no,
about.
Cool, yeah. Did you? You were tortured also, huh?
Oh, yeah. Rough.
That's cool. Yeah, it is. But you can still play during Christmas time. So it's worked out well.
Certainly. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, you could stay around for the rest of our show. I will tell you, there's more tomfoolery to occur.
Okay.
You were great, by the way. I know Wayseeker was overly excited, and I think it's because some of your characters are his favorite character. But I think all of us too were like, we really enjoyed your cover. It is a fresh breath of the air. We hope all the boys and all the girls that watch us, and we do have people all over that do internationally too, will start ordering that B cover, because I do know that unfortunately sometimes, I'm not knocking Dark Horse, but that B cover gets buried, guys. So make sure that you're trying to get out there, order the B cover, order it often. We can bring some of those back and maybe get her on an incentive cover here, because I'm thinking a Dr. Afra 1 in 50 would look real sweet.
A Nubs
Especially
1 in
'cause
50 would look really sweet too.
Nubs, no, not true statement. Not a true statement, but
Totally.
it's okay.
Nubs
Totally. Nubs Nation 1 in
All
50.
people in Nubs Nation would be buying it. Make sure you get out there, support it. Make sure you check out the link afterwards too. We'll reclip this portion out of it, and we'll put both links to her IG page, to her Twitter page, and to her Etsy store. As Wayseeker said, make sure you get out there and subscribe to it. All you people that are close, go out to Edmonton Con or whatever. When is that?
It's in August. Don't worry about it. It's
all right.
so small.
Oh, you're gonna be too big then. So now you're gonna be too big. She's too big for that show
Maybe
anymore.
the headliner.
Well,
of
no.
that con.
I
Hey,
will
what's
say,
up, Cordelia?
I ordered like about 40 of these to sell for signed copies. A bunch of people asked me.
Nice.
So like particularly if you are in the UK or EU and you like physically cannot get them, which is a lot of people.
Yeah.
Those will be up probably just on my Etsy when that comes out.
So we
First come,
cover
first serve. So
Yeah. So make sure you guys get on that, especially our friends out in the UK. We cover a lot of the prices of what comics sell for. Actually, that's what we do in a segment right after this. And like the price that the premiums they have to pay out there, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous for that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys hit all that up. I think I was gonna go someplace else with it, but great stuff that she's got. That you negotiate that in, right? They gave you 40. You didn't buy 40. Right?
No.
You don't buy 40. You tell them to give you 40. Don't buy 40.
It's the comics industry.
Yeah, you
Which
tell
is
them.
fine.
No,
It's
it's not fine.
I'm getting
That's
a
fine.
discount from my
They
local.
should do that. They
comic
shouldn't do
store.
that to they shouldn't do that to new artists. That's tough, dude. That's rough.
Or because
Oh,
incensed.
Where's Jose? Where is he?
It's not his fault.
He's in charge of that title. What are you kidding me? Yeah, but he's in charge of that title. He gets comps.
I would not be surprised if Daniel himself would like send a bunch.
Yeah, he's gonna send you. So you're gonna get a package. He's gonna send you.
No, I'm sure I'll get comps, just not 40 of them.
Yeah,
40's not that many.
He's about
40's not that many.
Yo, you'll go through 40 super quick.
Yeah, you're gonna go through 40 super quick.
You'll be like, oh man.
Yeah, you're gonna be done. Within a couple hours of your thing going up.
I bet you, yeah. You'll be surprised at how many people say, I want that with
You can't do anything with 40 comps. All right. Well, you can't. Dude, when the boys over there were you just can't. They need to give her more. That's what I'm telling you. I'm down for it.
Again, infamously low self-confidence.
Yeah, don't do
down
that.
Here.
Don't do
down
that.
Here. So
you should,
especially after this. Like, and your other cover is really awesome too. The one that's coming out.
Oh yeah, thank you.
The other one is an incentive, right?
It's a 1 in 10, right?
Yeah, 110.
Cool. So get on ordering that one.
Yeah. Once again, B's are even with that B at 40. If you guys want an artist first cover, obviously she's already having 2 come out. They're asking her to do interiors. You guys see where this is going. Make sure you get on these.
The interiors were not for a Star Wars comic, by the way.
It doesn't matter. It's just artwork in general. People don't.
That's
like what's his name's first when he did Coyote, and now he does all the Marvel covers. Like it doesn't. They just want where the first is. She keeps down. Excuse me. Keep it down, please. Thank you very much. Nice first down though. Anyways, can we get? Does anybody have anything else, or can we get back into the RSP?
Just definitely say you really should have more confidence in yourself. You're doing good things. You definitely are.
Yeah, get us on your team. We'll start yelling at people. I'm very good at it.
Do you guys want to put up a? Can you guys find her other
thing though?
Cover real quick?
What's up? What's
you could hire me
to break. Hey, we have it in chat. What's the thing, Ella? Go ahead. We're not going to interrupt her.
No, like basically, the only reason that I have, well, okay, maybe not necessarily this job, but like the only reason that any comic publishers at all have my work is because other people have sent it to them, which is very nice of them. But yeah, it's all on other people.
That's not 100% true. We've actually broke some artists here. Like I don't know if we could say we broke Tony and Trish, but like they became popular as Stray Dogs when we were putting that title out there for them. Like, let me tell you, and they didn't even know it was coming. So let me tell you, like them, like that's not true because you went to Celebration and like a gangster was like, "Yo, y'all said you were gonna send me some stuff and you didn't. I only got one card. Here it is in your hand. Send me work," and they did. So like. Let's roll back the I'm young and I'm gonna just I don't go out there and gun at people because you obviously we've all been to Celebration. We know what Celebration is. We know how crazy those rooms are. We know all about that. You walked in one of the craziest rooms because at the time, by the way, High Republic is still kind of one of the hot. I mean, it is the hottest thing. I mean, I don't know they came out with the Sith cover today or last week, so that's been pretty hot. Besides that, the longest running thing that they have going for them in Star Wars right now is High Republic. There's no more heat than High Republic. Everybody likes High Republic. You literally walked on and goes, "Hey, your best title right now in High Republic is Adventures, and I need a cover." That's what you did. After you said, "And by the way, I'm not doing interiors for you." Do understand what you? That's like you went to Stampede on a weekend and said, "What's up, everybody? What we doing?" That's what you did, and now you're saying like, "Oh yeah, but they didn't count me $40."
Well,
come on.
Okay, yeah, but the thing at Celebration, I would not have done without the demanding encouragement of the people that I know.
Good, you got good friends. You should.
I have fantastic friends.
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah, amazing people in my corner that would be nowhere without. So most of the credit goes to them on that end, anyway. But
hey, you two, keep it down in the chat. No fighting in the chat, guys. She is what Zaggy is our youngest member. He's 31. He is the youngest member in here, and he said that you should try harder to get into there because we're not getting enough work. That's not true. She's already got 3 covers. Let's go. I live in my wife's basement. Jeez,
I do also. I should note I have a regular day job. Like
you do
for half of my life. So this is extra.
That does suck.
Maybe that will change someday. I don't know.
What's that?
Sorry, what was that?
Maybe that will change someday. You never know.
I hope it does.
I hope so. That would be really nice. I'm working towards it. But
we got to get you in some of the cons in the States. I mean, stuff that you have right there would kill. I mean, I've looked at the Etsy store and it's like, just send me a box.
It is tragically extremely difficult to sell stuff in a different country, particularly the States.
Yeah.
I have looked into it a billion times, and it gets more complicated every time I look at it. So maybe,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, I know. What can't we? We can airdrop though, can't we? Dub, we can, or JJ, we can get airdrops from Canada to the US, can't we?
You mean airdrops?
Like if we put stuff in thing, they could do the air, like when they take everything, put it on freight, and we can get it over with other people's freight from Canada, which is going to a con. We can do that. Why don't we just do that? Yeah, that's not bad.
It's a lot of logistics, is basically.
But that's what you let the show promoter do that. You don't do that. So, all right, cool. Anything else, Wayseeker?
No, I tried to get the picture for the cover, but it wasn't. For some reason, I couldn't get it loaded. So
which cover?
The
other cover.
But I don't
haunted girl 4, 1 in 10.
I will pull it up here in a minute. Give me 1 second because you threw it to my.
Yeah, I sent it in chat
somewhere.
Yeah, it's in
the cloud.
It isn't in the clouds. All right. While I do that, I can't do that because that has all of our personal names on it. Damn, docking everybody today, huh? Let's get back. Can you pull up the what we were working on there a minute ago? Guys, you do a great job.
I was getting pulled up. The
life
picture.
is going
what do you want?
Let's go to the market report. Right?
Yep.
I'm going to throw this at the bottom of.
You got it.
All right. Real quickly, let's go through the. Dang. Sorry, slide. What are we doing here? What's that?
The technical difficulties.
Yeah,
we are having technical difficulties. All right, so here we go. This week, you guys asked about it already. This week we had Star Wars. We're taking. I know. I'm in the middle of a packet. Okay, love you. Good stuff.
Gee, who won?
Take a while to guess who won. I got it. 70 speed. Yeah. All right. Hey, so everybody that was interested in 42, the 125 came out. Now remember, this started off a little bit high. Started going out early on in the week to $19, $20. Obviously, did you buy this 15 low, Wayseeker?
Did I get? I got this one. I didn't 15? Buy this one actually. I didn't.
Okay, somebody got the 15. Wayseeker gave it last week. There's a seller that sells these for 15 every single time. Other low was $17.99. Besides the 15 low, available right now is a 15.50. There's a bunch that are sub ratio, but they're going up. And if you want to buy it now, there's only one buy it now for $34.99. This is a little bit of the story that happened here. We are in the $28 to $29 range, but the last 5, all of a sudden, Thursday, we had a $39.95 sale of $41. And then the Great Britain pound decided to start paying for their copies with a $50. And I'm telling you, it's also like $30 shipping, $50, and then 50.39. The last auction went up for $32.31, and that was yesterday. I'm not sure this is going to fall down by the end of the week. There is plenty of these. I don't think
it will fall much. I think it will. Yeah,
I think this is going
to. I was going to pull up. I was going to pull up this comic real quick. This is the comic.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I don't know Golden Apple or whatever was where I found the art. This is the Haunted Girl 4, 1 in 10.
That's clean, dude. You know what's crazy is like when you start looking at your Star Wars stuff and then you look at this, it's like different, right? Like it seems.
Oh, but yeah.
You got the feeling of Star Wars, the Star Wars Adventures, which is technically supposed to be an all-age comic. You got the feeling of that in your cover, where this seems maybe a little bit more teenager-y or something to that effect, which is kind of dope, dude. I like it. It looks good.
The fish lend a whimsical effect.
Fun little fact about that. One of my biggest fears is fish.
Oh, really?
Like I have a fear of fish.
That's a thing.
And it is a thing. I don't know where it came from, but
phobia. Interesting.
Marco lives on a boat, so like
I do. I fish like all the time.
Like just shocked.
I could never. Ethan basically said, "Do whatever you want for this." Like he gave me like total reign. So I did that to myself, drawing fish.
Really?
So yeah.
Well, you drew you drew bottom feeders, which are disgusting. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna
Yeah.
draw one. Yeah, I do fish
Oh,
a lot. Anyways, I don't think this is Brian. She does a great job with females, but did you see she did a man that was dope, and her Geo, we're just gonna say I've seen some concept art, and her Geo, as Wayseeker was alluding to it, because he's being nice, and I'm not that nice, was better than a lot of the stuff I saw on Geo. It's supposed to look like the way she drew it, dude. So like I think she could draw both at this point. You know what I mean?
You can in fact
You can
draw
even
both.
draw Geode. She has a
the
a
Geo
rock
thing was
one,
funny.
Yeah. I saw
Geo,
that one too.
Geode.
I love Geo, bro. And then
That's gotta be
you
gotta
draw
be one of the weirdest characters ever.
what's Matthew McConaughey's name in the books?
Oh,
Leox.
there's Leox.
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 Dude, you gotta get a Leox out there, bro. You gotta get and he's gotta say like, all right. Like you gotta get one of those, dude. She does, see, all these Star Wars fans would get that reference and start laughing at it. She knows what we're talking about. Dude.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
He's definitely the Matthew. We have a tendency to make references to old movies. All right, let's switch up.
Yeah.
What?
You can stick around if you want. If not, we understand if you have other things to do. But
Yeah, I
we
do have
appreciate you.
drawing to do, but
We
Sure.
really appreciate you coming on, and maybe sometime in the future after you do some more covers, we would like to review those too. So, but yeah,
we got
awesome
link
work.
different.
And we
Thank
can't wait
you,
to see
definitely thank you for being here.
the future
Yeah.
of your Star Wars covers. I think there will
Please
be
come
many.
back sometime.
And just to give a
Rob's
Palpatine
side of it.
reference from the prequel movies, we shall be watching your career with great interest.
classic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ella is an artist. You are late, but yes,
We'll get you in there.
We'll get it back.
Okay, cool. Everybody's saying thank you. Good stuff. Have a good one. We'll see you
Yeah, thanks for
around
having
7
me.
or 8 when that comes up on the FOC and you're drawing a Wookiee. We will pull you back on here and then we'll talk about how big of a success number 3 was.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
All right.
Alrighty. See ya.
Later.
Good night.
Thank you very much.
Night.
All right, let's get back into it. She's great, dude. She was good, and she got to see.
Great guess.
Hey,
Great guess.
and by the way, she got to see this clip, and she actually loved it and laughed.
Ron would just be such a bad sexual lover.
Hey, chat, 100% good job today, except for the two of you that were fighting in it. I don't know why you guys are fighting in it. Don't fight while there's guests in the house, man. Get your parents teach you any better. Congratulations to the Detroit Lions. We got another home game. Thank you, Cowboys. We'll still be playing at home. We got the victory. If you did not hear my wife screaming that they're kneeling. F yeah, they're kneeling. So good stuff.
They just squeaked out that was great.
W's a W, bro. I'll take it anyway. I
Yeah,
can take
definitely.
it. Yeah, she was really cool, dude.
Yeah, definitely a good.
Yeah. Go ahead. You guys can go ham now. Go ahead. Do what you got to do. All right.
Deal
So,
with Thade.
so next up,
BK gets it. BK knows how to troll.
I get it, Brian. I get it.
BK.
Hey guys, we've been talking
Come
about
at
these.
me, bro.
We've been talking about these 1 in 100s for a while. Number 3 is coming out this week. Here's the weird part about this. We scurried and surged everybody. We told you this might actually happen. Yeah, they call me a plant 2 all the time, Brian. You're just on Team Us. The one sold early. I think I know who bought this for 120 over across the seas. But then after that, the only one I could see available was for $225. This is not a typical thing that happens the week of the comic. Usually there's at least 5 to 6 listed at this point. I don't know if you want Destro or not, but we said it earlier. I'm not sure who, even though this is a great series at this point, who's going to be drafting 100 of these. So like, if you want it, probably try to get it. It's expensive. I would wait, I guess. I would just wait, right? Like, I don't know, dude.
I'd wait.
This book's over.
I don't know. I just don't how many there's going to be. If there's none now, are there really going to be some 2 years from now, 3 years from now? Maybe you'll find one that sneaks through, but like you got to have this like on your hunt list if that's the case.
If
Like,
I were buying, if I were buying all 3 of these covers at the same time, the ones that match up and everything, then I would be interested in getting.
There is cover it. Yeah, there is a trade dress. There is. If you've been covering the trade dress, sure. But the 1 in 100 right now is looking like it's a pre. What's the show that he does? What's the show that Pete does? Hidden Ghosts or whatever.
Yeah,
Gems.
Chasing
Like that's
Ghosts.
what it looks like. Chasing Ghosts.
Yeah.
It may not be. I expect 3 to 4 of these to show up over the next week, but
But
like
still, that's not very many.
it's not a
that
lot.
want. The one to get these, connecting covers, you're going to be paying a premium.
Yeah, but this is part of the Venom. This is probably the worst of them. This is part of the connecting covers.
The other two connecting covers to this one are great. This one is just.
You also can get the same connecting covers in the trade dress, though, right?
You can, but if you're already in on the first two,
True.
that's the hard part. Yeah.
All I know is that I hate Virgin 1 in 100s. It's like the laziest thing Marvel does.
I do. Yeah, the converting.
Like, let's remove the trade dress and then it's called a 1 in 100.
Yeah, it is. It's
who is it? It's Sarek or Tarek or whatever. One of the two.
Tarek. It's one of the twins. One of the two. So we were looking at that before our guest politely interrupted us. We were looking at that, and it's ended now. The auction for that Afra Nerf box variant. Hold on real quickly as I pull up. So I went back to look. This thing doesn't sell a ton. A 9.6 this year, earlier this quarter, pretty much was the only graded book that sold. It sold for $1,000, and a raw with 32 bids a couple months ago sold for $695.51. Do we have any guesses on what that auction ended at? Because somebody appears to have got a pretty good deal.
$325.
I think it should not go below 500. It did have a little color up on the back.
They're always damaged. These are almost always.
I don't think it was like that, 9.6 range when I looked at it. But I still
don't think it was 9.6.
I think the color of it was. I think it was 9.4 personally.
9.4, 9.6 ish. It's somewhere around.
So these were shipped in just so everybody knows, these were shipped in a box. Like kind of like a loot crates used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a bunch of
Very
shit
low protection. They weren't secured in there. They slid around a lot. So color rubbed
it off.
Things like that are pretty common on this comic.
I think it shouldn't go less than 500. That's where
325.
No, they have damage overs, Wookie. But yeah, they don't print that many. 325. What'd you say, Wayseeker?
500.
What do you date? Any guesses?
I'd say 450.
JJ looked it up. It's 330.
Wow.
330. Has a steal. I mean, like any grade doesn't come. I'm just joking. 22 bids, 330. I looked up the last raw. It was in similar condition. It wasn't much difference between the two of them. Yeah. So either somebody lost money on this or somebody just got a hell of a deal.
I've seen ones that are pretty dinged up go for about the same price. This is maybe in a little bit better condition than those. So you'd think it'd go a little bit higher, but
yeah.
It's such a hard cover to find. I mean, I know this was like Pete's ghost for a long time, and then finally he tracked one down it was damaged, I think, pretty bad. He didn't care.
This is my ghost for a long time.
What?
This is my ghost for a long time too.
Yeah. So it's such a tough one to find. I actually don't even find the Afro that great personally, but it's just one of those covers, one of those comics you just got to have because it's so hard to find.
Mm-hmm. All right, so those are the only ones I covered because we had all that other stuff. The question here is, here's a question: do you really only print one for the shops that order 1 in hundreds? That would be like, well, here you go. The problem, they do print a couple extras just in case that they have damages, but the problem with printing a ton more is then you have to distributors have gotten in the habit of destroying them, publishers. So they don't want to print more stuff than they have to because then you're just destroying books.
Let's be honest too. It's an easy print for Marvel to do these 1 in 100s.
Yeah,
that's got to end up pumping the prices just a little bit, depending on how many are out there after they destroy the rest of them.
And retailers. Well, I mean, these now beforehand. This thing is selling at retailers, not even online, for $125, $130.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much with the new price of what their discount is and everything they're getting. 135 is pretty much
a fair price, but I'm just saying the things of thinking the price you pay at retail is ratio is those days are pretty much over at this point.
Well, yeah, too. Well, okay, there's also a different printing technique. They used to print out ratios on the percentage that the printer was making of the book. They don't do that anymore. now the 1 in 100, because of the electronic system, orders in, so they know how many 1 in 100s they need. And it's not like they overprint a ton of them. They just print some for damage control. I mean, you saw what they did with all the A's that were damaged and all the rest of it. It takes a lot of them to be damaged for them to replace any of them. But now that they're separate shipping them, like, yeah. I mean, it's not that big of a plate movement anymore. Back in the day, it was a lot harder because once you printed something out, like it's on to the next project. It's not the same anymore. So, I got the 1 in 100 trade dress.
He's making it funny.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, dude. Give him the bell. John, give him the bell. He says, I made the 1 in 100 trade dress for $229 plus shipping for HR.
Me too. I got it.
Ring the bell.
Good job. Yeah, as long as they pay for the 1 in 100. But they're not. I think what he's asking is are they like he's got a point. There was a way where they used to factor in printing incentives on the basis of overall ordering for the district or area in which the printer was in charge of. They don't do that anymore. No. Sorry, it was $1. Good job. Or no, it was number 1. Okay, cool. All right, so that was great. I hope you all had a good time. I can't believe I'm glad I did give up my time instead of watching the game to talk to her because she was amazing. But we do have one last segment. We were hoping for Dom to get through here because he was supposed to make it, but he didn't. So instead, we will have Thade, because Thade also helps put this together, cover Star Wars Transformers part number
2.
Okay.
I believe we did the last one of these a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Almost a month ago, probably.
About a month ago, yeah.
Okay, so the first one here, you've got the Republic gunship that it turns into a clone pilot. The blue package, the last price on it, the last eBay price on it was $89.99, and that date of sale was December 16th of last year.
Oh, sorry, I'm watching the locker room.
I like that one. No, I don't know. Like, I don't collect these. I don't know anything about it, but like, to me, like, this is a cool one. The gunship.
I like the gunship, but like when it transforms into it, kind of sucks.
Yeah. The clone trooper side of it just does not look all that great, but the gunship definitely has some nice looks there.
All right, we'll go to the next one.
All right, flip to the next. All right, this one is the Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder. The last price at bid was $32.98, and this was date of sale of December 14th of 2023.
That Luke looks.
It is a real thing. These are real things.
There's a lot of them. We're probably only we covered 20. I think there's like 35, 40, something like that.
There's actually been 3 runs of these Star Wars Transformers. Mm-hmm. They started in like 2006, 2007, something like that, and they've gone since then.
The third one too. Yeah.
I don't like this Luke at all. Like,
yeah, it looks weird. It looks like they just like attach the arms and the legs.
Yeah, dude, this looks like that Luke looks like Brazilian bootleg right there.
But a lot of these when they're in their vehicle form, they'll have like the minifigs of the characters that they transform into.
Yeah,
this is what the Luke is here.
Yeah.
God, that's terrible.
It is really bad, and that's why it goes $32.98.
Whatever.
Wait, okay, what? Why does it have what? Wait, go back. Oh shit, he does. He's got one shoe on. Right, good catch, bro.
Good catch, Bri.
Oh my god, this is terrible. Go ahead. What's next? I gotta get that thing now. How much was that?
30.
All right, not unreasonable.
This one is it's Clone Commander Keeley, which is really weird because they show this one on eBay. Every one of them says Clone Commander Rex, but on the package it says Clone Commander Keeley. And this is a Freako speeder. This one, the last sold was $25. Date of sale on this was October 19th of last year. And again, well, this one, the Commander Keeley part of it isn't too bad, but definitely the vehicle form of it is pretty cool looking.
I don't know if I'd use those words to drive the vehicle.
Yeah, those are not, just like when you said she had the greatest cover of all time.
I did not say the greatest cover of all time.
I'm just saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you're wrong.
No. I didn't say the greatest.
Hold on. Y'all heard it, chat. Chat, did he not say the greatest cover of all time?
I
Chat.
said one of the better covers in the new.
He said no. You said
that.
that.
You can clip it if you really
We
want
can
it.
clip it because he said the best cover all. If you see my face, I'm like watching us stop a touchdown. I hear best cover all the time. I go, "Ooh, what did he just say?"
We
I'm
roll
sorry.
back,
Go ahead.
Go to the next slide. Go to the next slide. Okay, so this one is Anakin Jedi Starfighter. The last sale on this one was $20. Date of sale was November 17th of last year. Again,
This is terrible. I mean, this looks more Transformery than it does Star Wars. So, like,
yeah,
if you took the lightsaber out of this guy's hands, like, yeah, you'd be like, oh, it's just a Transformer, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
only
don't know
thing
it's
that makes
Anakin
this-
all
yeah.
or it's the.
I think
lot
the
of
price
these-
reflects that. I think the price reflects that too.
yeah. A lot of these are like the character side of them just look horrible.
Yeah.
Thank you for Deadly Venom. Just wasting
do
all
our
this money. We just
do
trying
our
to get you
best.
guys to all waste your money on stuff.
Okay, this one is the TIE Advanced
Give me a
times
second.
one. It changes into Darth Vader. The last price on this one was $19.95, and this was on December 9th of 2023.
This one actually, the pic. I would want to see how this one looks like close up, but this is where you wonder I would be interested. So I'm surprised it's only $20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like kind of weird that like the Anakin and the Darth, like the popular characters ones are less than the maybe because they made them, I guess maybe.
Maybe,
Now,
but also too. Okay, with this though, there was like 5. There just advanced TIE. There was like 3 versions, I think, of this, and then
Yeah.
of Darth Vader's, I think there's like 5. So like that might have something to do with it too, a little bit.
Incidentally, on the first series of these we did, there was a Darth Vader one that was the Death Star. That one was much better than this one, in my opinion.
Yeah. The Death Star one is cool. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Speaking of spending money, doing another promo to help Ellie out because buy the stuff before she becomes a rock star and you can't afford
You're
it
buying
anymore.
all those Martians right now, aren't you? Just
Dude, no, I'm waiting for that those Thrawn ones. I'm like, I really want that Thrawn's reset. It's only like $30-some, dude. I just got it.
I told everybody to come on and buy them up while you were watching the Lions game.
right now.
Wait, do not buy. Hey, don't buy. What you don't do is buy these enamel 3. You guys can buy out the rest of her store. Believe me, about 2 of those. Listen, this is what I promise I'll do. If you guys do not buy, if you buy out the other stuff, but leave that, I'll buy 2 sets and I'll give away maybe 1 out of the 2 sets.
Maybe the keyword there is maybe.
Stop,
Maybe. Maybe
Stop!
one of the 2 sets.
guys.
Which means
Guys.
he's never going to ship it. It's never.
I won't
happening.
ship it. You know I won't ship it. But like, maybe.
I'm giving it away, but by
Maybe.
giving it away, I mean I'm giving it to one of my kids.
I
That's
still
what
got
I
a
mean by
pile of
giving it
stuff
away.
over here. I got to ship out. Maybe though. Maybe I'll ship it out someday. All right. Next up, there's also multiples of this.
Moving swiftly on. We've got Slave 1 here, which we apparently can't call this ship by this name anymore. This one changes into Boba Fett. The last price on this one was $15.50, and that dead sale was just a few days ago on January 8th of this year.
Poor
Dom.
Poor Dom.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, there's multiple versions once again of this product. I'm not trying to short her. What I'm telling you is all the time I say, hey, this is cool. I want to buy it. And I put it out here. You people go and take what I want to buy because you think it's funny. The people in chat, and you, JJ, because apparently you're the one over here telling them to do it. You guys think this is hilarious. And then you wonder why I get like, a little worked up every once in a while. It's because I want nice things too.
Yeah, our
Just
chat
remember,
apparently.
You say you never get FOMO, but you do get FOMO.
I don't get FOMO, no.
But you're FOMO because
It's not FOMO. I'm just saying, just don't be that guy that what I'm all wrapped up. I'm saying like it's kind of cool. I saw it, I was like, damn.
FOMO. I'm just saying this is the definition of FOMO.
It's not
You do
called
wanna
FOMO.
Miss out. So you're telling chat.
No, because I'd
don't
stop
buy it.
doing this and I'd go buy it right now. What I'm saying is, guys, leave some for people that are okay. Don't even leave it for me.
Six
Leave it for some of the people in the
knows it.
replay.
Six knows it. Mark's go get FOMO. It's
I don't get FOMO. I'm just saying, leave for some of it for the people in the replay. Be cool. Just do that, right?
Apparently,
just
according
saying.
apparently according to Marco, the chat is why he can't have nice things.
I am.
Any-
Marco is now turned into Dom.
I'm not Dom. I'm not Dom. I am not Dom.
FOMO, and I'm just saying, in 30 seconds, he did both.
Love you too, Fort Hilliard. What's that?
You said you got FOMO, and you said I'm just saying in 30 seconds.
No
You
way
tell
I
me
said
you're not
that.
dumb. Oh, man.
There's absolutely no way I said that. Yeah, that's what I want to do too. I'm like, dude, I saw those things.
Exactly.
I saw those things. I was like, bro, if I could get a box of those enamel pins, I guarantee you we're closing that bitch is closed out. Like, we will sell a box in one show. Like, that shit's fire, dude. It really would be.
Oh.
Okay,
She's like, it's hard to get there. I'm like, maybe it isn't though, because I bet you we could just get it through the street or down here and just go direct. But
All right, back to these Transformers.
y'all got, dude, why are we all on crack?
All
right.
crack. So
I don't understand this ship.
Yeah, I don't even remember the ship.
I don't remember this. It's because it's backwards.
Yeah,
It's backwards.
Revenge
That's the
of
back
Sith.
end. The top
Yeah.
is the back end.
Yeah, it's Revenge of the
That's
Sith.
why
Yeah.
Mark remembers it right there.
Also,
This
did
is
they have like 6 lightsabers?
Next time she comes on, every 5 minutes on a loop, guys. You know, I went light on it, but every 5. Do you erased it already so we can't play it anymore? Every 5 minutes on a loop, this is going to occur.
Thrawn would just be such a bad sexual lover.
And then-
Thrawn would just be such a bad sexual lover.
We're going to continue with that on a loop, okay? All right.
okay. So this is the Grievous Starfighter. It transforms, of course, into Grievous, which only 2 arms. I don't understand that.
I don't understand
But
either.
the last sale price for this was $24.98. Last date of sale was just a few days ago this month, 2024.
Whew. Yeah, this one. I don't think I've been too impressed with any of these so far. I'm kind of on the
conversion. Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
Is that all I got? Nope. No,
No.
I got a bunch. For some reason, the thing went away, so somebody else has got to move it.
I got it. Did we?
Can you move it back? You got to go back like 3.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
Hmm.
This one is
Hell
the
yeah.
ATTE. It's $34.99. Date of sale was November 15th last year.
This one's actually better. I actually don't mind this one. Like, I think the ATTE looks decent.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yo, can we give BK the bell again? Did you see what he said?
No.
He goes, what Marco really wants is that blouse that she was wearing so he can wear it to Baltimore this year. It's like, fuck
Oh,
you.
jeez.
Fuck
Ring the
you.
bell.
Oh, that's funny, dude. That's hilarious. Good shit, BK. Good shit.
BK's been good tonight.
Yeah, he's been hitting, dude.
He also says above that, Ella, flee from Marco.
I know. He's good. He's hitting them. He's hitting the bell tonight.
I'm still waiting for that charge of the Light Brigade at me in the chat for my take on A New Hope. Anyway, moving swiftly on. All
They
right,
gave it to you then. Yeah. They gave it to you in the chat. I just wasn't putting it up because if you took it out of context, it wasn't good at the time. But they hit you up in the chat. In the chat, they were like, "Hey, dude, don't let him get away with saying that." Like,
yeah, even Styx came at me.
Yeah.
Like,
Styx comes at nobody.
yeah, Styx doesn't attack anybody.
By the way, Styx. Hey, Styx, I didn't drop an F-bomb yet, so you're gonna get one. Fuck Doctor Who and fuck Resistance. That shit, no. What are you doing? No. I said, I gave warnings all week long. We got a guest. You old dudes are always like, "Can we get some fresh takes in here?" We finally get a younger guest with fresh takes, and fucking Old Man River comes up with Doctor fucking Who and Resistance. Like, that's a fucking take. That's a fucking take.
She's like, what kind of show did I walk into?
Yeah.
All these people.
Did you see her in horrors? Like, I'd rather talk about non-painted statues than have to comment about Doctor fucking Who and Resistance. What the fuck? Bro, no shot you did that. And he's part of the channel. I expect that out of a BK or an AOA or even a John, maybe. For Deadly Venom, okay. He's going to get a joke in there. But Sticks?
I
It's
want
literally
to
like the
see.
oldest sci-fi property.
I want to see an under 30 female go on the qualified and Sticks interviewer. Like that would be the most priceless
No,
thing
no
I've ever seen.
shot.
It'd be up there with last year with SNS's the Gimp and Christmas. Like Sticks.
That's probably
needs to
true.
Make that happen.
He already has it. He already has a movie deal and a toy deal. He bought his house off of it. BK. So
Sticks, make it happen, please, for me. Get somebody under 25 that's a female on the qualified and interview her.
dude, no. She's
No.
Canadian. She was very nice. That's what happened there. She's Canadian, so she was very nice. That's what happened there.
Moving swiftly on. or I could give you a
Zaggy definitely would have. John, you would have told a joke. John, you tell jokes every once in a while. Zaggy definitely. I expected that out of Zaggy, not out of Sticks. Not out of Sticks.
Respectfully, Zaggy being the youngest one in the chat was actually probably the most considerate.
No. We're not going to let Zaggy slide. He dropped 2 in there that almost got like put on timeout for. I can't remember what it was. I looked over at one point. It was like, Zaggy, no. Zaggy, no.
Don't do it.
Over or under
Hey, Terry.
10 questions that Dom would have asked her about Boba Fett.
Oh, he would said, well, don't you like? Yeah, it would have been. What about female Boba Fett?
Definitely.
And I can tell you, she doesn't care about Boba Fett at all because she doesn't know any of that legend or care about that. It would have been, that would have been.
Yeah, when we put up the Star Killer thing, she was like, huh?
Who?
I was like, okay, yeah. We're
Like
not
it was 20 years ago. She's like was 3 years old when it came out.
No, I don't mean. Was she born when? Was she born when Star Killer came out?
What?
Was she born when Star Killer came out?
I don't
When
know.
first
Force
came
Unleashed
out.
was like what 2000.
Dude, how funny would it have been when he's like, and what about what? Could you do a Revan cover? Could you do a Dark Revan?
I was 5.
Hey, when I said Croc and you said Crate, I was like, ain't no shot she knows who the fuck Crate is. There's like no shot in hell. What are we doing here?
Well, I misunderstood what you said because I had to mute for a
No,
second.
Zaggy's like 28 or 30. He's young.
Yeah.
For Deadly, you're
nobody
Yeah,
nobody
you got
stands
gray
with
hair.
Sticks. Nobody can stand with
nobody
Sticks.
stands with 6.
No.
Did we cover this one?
No, we haven't.
No, we haven't got there yet.
No.
And now for some.
Our interview skills are not good. Agreed.
Okay, so this is the V19 Torrent Starfighter. And it turns into another clone pilot. The last sale for this was $38, which is a random clone pilot.
I'm sure this one's not easy to find.
The date of sale on this one was near the end of December last year. I will say this, the vehicle version of it looks kind of neat. And it's one of the more unique starfighters from that era, but I still I can't say much good about the robot transformed robot versions of these.
It is a cool ship. Not right now, BK. It's a cool ship. It's something different. You don't see it all the time. So,
No.
Yeah. And then the final one we have here is a turbo tank that turns into Clone Commander Cody. This is the last sale for it was $25. Date of sale was December 5th of last year.
this looks like a truck from like, I don't remember what it is, but like not this era. Like that era where they had it was almost like micro machines and everything else.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It reminds me
Yeah,
more
they're
of
bigger
like
than that.
Ninja Turtle trucks or whatever you play with in like the 80s or something like that. But
This very with all the wheels on it. This very much reminds me of like how Transformers toy like in the.
Beta's trolling. Oh, okay, Marco. Can I explain the A New Hope thing?
Are we done with this? Is that it? Is the slides done?
This is it. This is the
Then
last
you can
slide.
do that. I gotta go take a peek. Go ahead. Try to get yourself out of that bag. That's almost as bad as the Resistance and Doctor Who fucking take. I don't even know what to tell you guys about that. By the way, applause to the rest of the chat besides Sticks. Congratulations, women and men. Good job, guys. You
Big
guys
enough.
were great. Good
Okay.
job.
Okay, let me explain myself, guys. First of all, I don't hate A New Hope. Okay, it's in my top 4. Okay, A New Hope is in my top 4. It is my number 4. Explain yourself.
You're just digging. You're digging yourself in a bigger hole.
Oh man. You people aren't gonna be happy till I say it's number one, are you?
No, I think they're okay if you put it 2.
Oh, okay.
What was
I'm
but Empire wasn't even in your top 3, was it?
No, actually, I'm not as fond of Empire as everybody is.
Bonkers. You don't have A New Hope or Empire in your top 3. I don't even know what to do right now.
Okay, frankly, to
I
me,
don't know. I just don't know. It's like, yeah.
Ouch.
Oh no, I will never say Last Jedi is better than A New Hope. You stop that, Christopher. I am not even fond of the sequel trilogy at all.
Oh my gosh.
Last Jedi is Marco's favorite sequel trilogy movie.
Okay, out of the sequel trilogy, A Last Jedi is probably the best of them.
No. Force Awakens is the only one that's tolerable.
Force Awakens is just a rehash.
Doesn't matter. That's why it's tolerable. The other ones are horrible. They are the worst movies by far. Force Awakens is at least like.
They're all terrible. But yeah, I agree with Wayseeker.
Dude, like I said, I none of the sequel trilogy movies are my favorite. Okay, they're at the bottom of the batch for me. All right. But okay, if you take Rogue One out of the equation, if you're just doing the 9, I mean, and this is real talk here, guys. If you take Rogue One out of the equation, if you just do the 9 movies of the saga, okay, my top 3 are Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, I don't understand Revenge of the Sith in the top 3, but
okay, so I can explain Revenge of the Sith. When I was a kid, Darth Vader was my favorite character. Okay, and getting to see the culmination of how he became Vader, actually seeing it, not hearing about it, but actually seeing it in a movie, it was good for me. Plus, it has got to be the most bleak movie out of the saga. I mean, quite literally, it's the bleakest movie out of the saga.
Well, yeah.
Okay. And I like seeing that. Okay.
I don't know. I would argue that I know you like the bleak, and that's why Rogue One is your favorite. But I would argue Rogue One's bleaker.
Well, okay, yes, it is. But I said we're taking Rogue One out of the equation.
Yeah.
Okay. Taking Rogue One out of the equation, my top 3.
What is going on in chat? What did I do?
Wait, what did Wayseeker do?
What did I do? I said that.
I leave for 5 minutes to celebrate a victory
I'm so confused.
with my wife, who, by the way, said, "Hey, nobody on the hey." By the way, my wife said nobody on the podcast could hear her yelling during the game. I said, "That's not true."
Oh, we could hear it.
No, we heard her. We heard her.
Yeah, my house is loud. We're just loud.
The top 3 to me is simple. Empire's 1, Rogue is 2, A New Hope is 3.
Look,
I mean, if you want to change the order,
What'd you say?
Fine, but that's your top 3.
What'd you say?
I know this doesn't
Empire
make any
Strikes
sense.
Back is 1, Rogue One is 2, New Hope is 3. I don't think you can have any other order and be right. That's
Okay.
You can
Look,
switch
guys,
it around.
Guys,
I
look,
mean,
just
those
deal
gotta
with
be your
it.
top 3 though. In some order.
I am not as fond of Empire Strikes Back as everybody else is.
Yeah,
Okay, differences do happen. All right. I think that to me, and I'm probably going to dig a deeper hole with this if you really want to know the truth, but Empire Strikes Back to me is a bunch of vignettes tied together into a movie. Okay, you have them chasing Han, Leia, and you have them chasing Han, Leia, and the Falcon crew across God knows how much space, and then you have the stuff with Luke and Yoda. It's a good movie. I'm not saying Empire is a horrible movie. I'm just saying it's not in my top 3.
Right.
And like I said, if you take Rogue One out of the equation, my top 3 movies are Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, and Return of the Jedi.
Oh well, no, then I disagree. I don't think Rogue doesn't even make my top 3 either. It is the original trilogy. the correct answer is the original trilogy in order of New Hope, Jedi, and then Empire.
Opinions differ. Opinions differ.
No, that's the correct answer. With Rogue One coming in number 4 in the number
Rogue
4
One
slot.
is top 3. I am not a big Return of the Jedi fan. Return of the Jedi.
I wasn't so big.
The guy who loves nubs. Jesus Christ! Late to the party, but he's here.
Yo, I just got in.
Jesus Christ, Dom, where the hell you
Hey,
been, man?
Hey, thank you, Cowboys. Thank you, Cowboys. Thank you, Cowboys.
I don't want nubs eating people. Like, I want cute, nice little nubs.
Cannibal
With a
nubs.
lightsaber. If nubs started eating people, I'd be all out on nubs. Like, come on now. There's a limit to the cuteness, and eating people goes way past it.
Marco,
How was work, brother?
Yeah, I'm okay.
What's up? What's up, JJ? Hold on, JJ. What's up, JJ?
You got to prove his comment onto your wife. That you woke one of your kids and he was not even home.
He's not even home. I know, right? She's like, I wasn't that loud. I go, hun. I was like, she's like, oh, the guest has got awesome artwork. I was like, yeah, I told her that because she heard you yell. She's like, I wasn't that loud. I go, Lise.
So how was?
You know what, BK? You know what, brother? You can. I don't know. Think of flying. No, whatever, man.
Nubs might not be a vegan, but Nubs is able to speak to plants in ways that nobody else can. That's like his special ability. He speaks to plants.
Look,
Bro, you go sit in the corner with Sticks now. In the corner with Sticks. You and Sticks in the corner. He speaks to plants. In the corner with Sticks.
It's like lamer than Aquaman speaking to fish.
Hey, I'm just saying, Liz.
No, I'm just saying. We heard what you said.
Animals,
We heard it.
Nub speaks to plant, and Kai's the one.
We heard what you said. Corner.
Nubs is the Aquaman of the trees.
Yo, Nub wants some grub. That's what he wants, man.
Nubs wants some grubs.
I know you just did say that his power is he speaks to plants with a straight ass face. Like that's a good thing.
Hey,
Dude, he makes flowers like blue.
He can talk to us, the plant creature from the High Republic. The freaking goddamn.
Off the screen with this guy. Off the screen with him. Off the screen. He's done.
Well, I
What did he just say? It makes flowers happen. He said flowers. His Jedi power is to make flowers.
So he's a Jedi florist, is what you're trying to tell me.
All right, let Dom. Did you catch any of it at all?
No, I couldn't. I was
He's at
working.
work, you said.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear it.
And I tried going on the thing. The my work computer wasn't making me have it. I could go on the old episodes. I couldn't go on live. I was like, look at this shit. But I
like Return of the Jedi 4 Deadly Venoms.
So how was it?
She's dope, dude. She's really cool. She's really cool.
She's
got great art too.
We weren't very cool. Sticks was beyond not.
Sticks
cool.
tried to ruin it, dude. Sticks kept going like, "Hey, do Resistance art," and "Hey, do Doctor Who's." Like, she's like, "What is this old man talking about?" We're like, "Yeah, we're sorry."
But you would have ruined it too because you would have said something about Boba Fett, and she'd be like, "Who's Boba Fett?"
Oh, I don't think she knows who Boba Fett was.
No,
I'm not old enough to know who Boba Fett is.
She would have made Boba Fett for me if I asked her, please, can you make a Boba
No,
Fett?
if you paid her enough, she might, but she'd have to look up who it was first.
Of course.
Dude, she had some great shit. Somebody was like, Brian was like, all she could do is females, but she had some good, she definitely, I think like the Geo that she did, Wayseeker is right on it. Like that is one where we're not capping when we're saying that's one of the best.
How long was she on for? How long was she
An hour.
45
About
minutes.
an hour.
Yeah, she was out good. She was. I told her she could leave once, and then she did. So then we start getting into comic market. And then she's like, "You guys are dorks and boring. I'm out." And we're like, so then we revisited it. And she's like, "Cool." So she then took her buyout, which is good. I mean, like she doesn't got me down with that. But dude, she didn't get any comp books. I swear, if I don't hear that she gets comp books, I'm gonna write to my local whatever. What's a person in Canada? It's not a congressman. Whatever person of parliament.
Prime Minister.
That's
right?
a crime. Yeah. Well, that's a big
Hey,
one.
Look, I know I'm late for the game. How? So the comic review, issue 42, that new Sith. What happened with that?
Not
what you said. Not what you said at all.
No world between worlds.
No world. Do you want me to get
Pull it up for him. Yeah.
All right, I'm pulling it up. Jeez, we're doing this, dude. Hey, look at this stuff, dude. That's her stickers. Hey, look at this Thrawn set of these enamel pins.
It's actually awesome.
It's only like $31.50, I think, for the whole set of
Go
3.
online and buy all those Thrawn pins right now.
Do not go online and buy those.
They're already gone. They're already gone. I guarantee.
I think there's only like
They're
6
gone
left,
right
which sucks. I know. I should have put them up there because there's only like 6 left.
You see next week the freaking bounty hunters, all Boba Fett in the cover, all 3 covers.
Yeah, we'll ask you what you think about it, but it's terrible. All right, so this is what happens. He goes back to this chick, Luke does, and says pretty much
with the doctor, the one that hooked him up with the doctor, right?
Yeah. So he blocks a blaster shot, and then she goes, "How did you learn how to do that?" He goes, "I don't know." She goes, "You didn't train for that?" He goes, "No, I just learn stuff every once in a while by hanging out." Like literally says that. So all the people that hated Rey, like, dude, Luke apparently does the same thing with her. Then she goes, "How did you find me?" And he goes, "Dude, R2D2 has been stalking you, so I came and I got this red Sith kyber crystal that I got from Dr. Nobody Cares Anymore." And then this old lady tries to cock block him, and then she goes, "Hey, grandma, like, don't kick him out." And she's like, "All right, we got to help him." So they do the seance thing. They put the crystal on his head, and then it shoots him through this like fiery anus thing.
Wait, so
right into
like the Night Sisters? They're like witches?
No, it's just some lady. It's just some old lady.
I'm
No, this one young chick wants to hook up with him. She's like down, bro. She like says it a bunch of times. She wants that husband material, dude. And then he gets here, and the person's like, "Yeah, they throw him in jail." And then he's like, "Yeah, we've caught Jedi before and made him jesters. They killed themselves." It's kind of dark. And then the young girl's like, "Hey, come on, we gotta pull him out." And the old lady's like, "No, I'll leave him in there. He's gonna be fine." And he just gets his ass beat inside there. So yeah, it's not the world between worlds, bro.
All right, so it's you know what?
There's your wonderful covers.
Yeah. And like I said, the end of and how did this turn out? You guys did good?
Good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, not fun.
I'm sorry, man. You know, when I went to work, I was getting out at 9:00. That was my main thing. But then when I got to work, it was only 2 of us.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so
That's freaking horrible, dude. I ended up, you told us earlier that you were probably going to get a double today.
Yeah.
I ended up having to work a double yesterday.
Yeah, you know what sucked too? So when I got there this morning, there was a big event on the 5th floor meeting spaces. A lot of people. Just 2 of us worked this morning. At 6:00 tonight, they had a party up on the 7th floor in the bar. Over 200 people. And there's 2 of us working. So I couldn't leave. You know, I had to make sure that things were a lot of food though. I got to eat though.
Yeah. I think that's like that. I think that's that anime type style that she has, Bri, because when you saw it, Wayseeker, can you pull back up her art again?
Give me a second.
Because I agree. I mean, I still like it, but it's like that kiddie version, like the Scotty Young baby thing. Like, yeah, I get those. Like they all look younger or like whatever. Like I think that's the baby style.
I think that's a good Finn Rao. Like that's a good.
Yeah, that Finn Rao doesn't look. He just looks young.
I like the Dr.
He's good.
Yeah, that was good.
Sabine,
I actually say that I'll be honest with you.
Quinlan was good.
Hold on, let me get through this. I will say that the Sabine looks a little bit more manly than I typically think. The Zebs looks good. The Thrawn looks really young. I think it's just young.
You know what reminds me of Thrawn? Thrawn reminds me of Voltron, Lotar.
Yeah,
I think
that's why, because she does that anime style. I think it's just the style that she does these things.
Eli looks good there too. I mean, yeah.
Right here though, like man looks good, and that Geos looks,
yeah,
I mean, damn good, dude.
Oh, Geos in the corner, right? The right hand side.
Yeah, for sure. Good. Dude, Wayseeker called it Jesus at the beginning. She's like, "And you drew a Jesus." I don't think she got the reference. It's like, damn, dude.
She did it. She did.
She 100% didn't get the reference. And then we had a old man that explained that. We were old man explaining stuff. That's all you want to do. You finally get a good guest in that's really young, and we're pulling old man explanations.
I'm sorry, man. I feel bad. I feel bad for her, man. I feel bad for she had to deal with you guys, man. I wish I was here to.
Oh, thank God! No, don't worry. Sticks has been reprimanded already for doing stuff.
Sticks was old man winter enough, Dom.
Oh, bro.
Somehow, yeah,
bro. Like we screwed up on like. We actually played the hey we did because the chat was screaming at it, and they're appropriate because they were doing it in like jokes to see if we would do it, but they were egging us on to play this clip right here.
Ron would just be such a bad sexual lover.
So we did it. Eventually we did it. We played the clip. We explained it. Yeah, I think maybe just because she's Canadian, she did. I think we probably should have just dropped it, but we explained it like assholes. So we were like,
creep her out. Come on.
Yeah, we did. Well, we were like, hey, dude, we do this thing where when we say stuff that's like, we take it out of context and then play it back.
She agreed to it.
She said, yeah. She said she's down. Yeah, but she's Canadian. She's nice. What do you want to do? What do you think she's going to say? No. But she still stayed after that.
Right? She did. Yeah, but Dom, you'd been like, yeah, you're not born between you're not born before 1977, so your opinions don't count.
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Oh, could you imagine if that shit came down?
No, the funny thing is, it's funny how I used that. I said that 2 YouTube channels were talking about something, and then they were mentioning about if you're not born, this and that. I'm like, look, someone's watching us, and someone took that from me.
The wrong people, clearly.
Yeah, probably the wrong people. The only people who use that is the wrong people. But we've got some new clips. What did Thade said? New Hope sucks or something like that. So
I did not say A New Hope sucks. I said it's not in my top 3.
Yeah. So hey, she got this comic cover. It's dope as shit, right? And it's different style. It's cool. Just kind of like how we've been saying. We've shown it before because we want to refresh on some of these Star Wars stuff. Thade comes out of the blue and goes, "That's the greatest Star Wars cover of all time." You see me? I caught myself out of the corner of my eye because I was also watching the Lions game. I catch myself hear what he's saying, and I go like this.
I said one of the best. I did not say the greatest comic cover ever.
So we walked that back. We were clumsily walking it back because it's a great cover.
The main thing is there a chance of her coming back, or she's creeped out?
I think she would come back. I think she would.
Yeah, I think.
Look, for the most part,
JJ's the old man on the back of the truck with the bed down, going, "Not after this, you clowns! You thought you did a good job, but you were foolish as shit."
She's probably saying, "I hope 6 is not there, please." No.
No, she had a good time. She was really good.
I think
like even the wife was watching it while watching the game too, and she complimented. She goes, "I mean, we're not I'll be honest, we're not great at interviewing. I mean, that's just not our thing." JJ, you were there and zero fucking help. What are you gonna do?
Guys,
interview people.
Guys, if I have interviewed people before for publications, I could have if you give me the right questions.
No,
I could have interviewed
because we want to hear you say shit like that's the greatest comic book cover.
I did not say it's the greatest cover. I said it's one of the better ones. You
did not say one of the better ones. You said the best.
Not one of the better ones.
Clip it. Don't clip it.
Find it, clip it. Find it, clip it, and I will be avenged.
And then they started a chat war in the middle of it.
I did not start a chat war. I simply said A New Hope was not in my top 3.
No, they were
the ones who got bent out of shape. I gave an opinion. I gave a freaking opinion. All right.
JJ, by the way, I understand we may not be the best interviewers. I get that. But at least we're not the worst on Renovision because we didn't do this.
I hope it wasn't another imp video.
It was not. It was not. No. She was really cool. She was
gonna have to ask backstage what happened with the Englehart thing.
I like some Renovision shows. We managed to get her name right and know which person she was when she came.
Well, okay, yeah, no. What happened was they had a booker on one of the other channels, and the booker gave them the wrong information, so they did all this back. They did all this back like round. They actually were prepared, but they did it on the wrong person. So when Englehart came on, they introduced him and then asked him what it was like to play the Gimp, which he didn't play the Gimp. So like he's like, "Thank you very much. I think you have the wrong guy." And like, dude, so like whenever you hear it, that's what they're referring to. It's just
oh Lord.
That is one of the funniest things that ever happened. And I
still think when he put the Doctor Who thing there and she was like, "I have no clue what you're talking about," the sticks, like, Dom, you would have rolled over laughing. Oh my God,
that's so good.
Okay, Pete's in the chat defending himself on
the Pete was there too. Yeah, the booker told that there was a different Steve. So Wayseeker's our booker. They actually were using a booker, and the booker had told him it was a different Steve. It was whoever the Steve is that plays the Gimp. So they had done. Maybe we shouldn't spoil the backgrounds to this, but because the boys over at SNS really are prepared. So like they had done like all this preparation. they're stoked, and it was not the right dude. And they came out, and it was just like shock and awe, dude. It's amazing.
Was there like a question about like Indiana? He's like, because I thought the one guy was from Indiana. It was great. He's like, I don't live in Indiana. I've never been.
Yeah. Like, hey, dude, they had the whole.
The only thing that's correct.
They kept going though. The thing about it, they didn't pivot. Like they just kept asking the question. They prepared for the wrong team, and they didn't stop asking the questions when they realized it.
Jedi went to a convention in Hawaii, ran into him, and he didn't want to mention anything about that.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's legend, dude. Legends, fucking legends. Those guys.
Yeah, got a couple of
Great.
Oh, here he doesn't come in for anything but to show off some pops.
Hey, since I haven't been here, I'll show some pops. The day's over.
Yeah, all right, show off some pops. Let's see what you got. Hey, go. What you got?
There you go. My wife is yelling back there.
All right, say hi.
Everybody says hi. Yeah, so Thrawn. Yeah, I got Jedi Johnson.
Nice.
Balin Scroll.
Oh, that's cool.
You're gonna get Jedi to sign that for you?
Yeah. And I got Enox.
Oh, that's cool. Captain Enoch, yeah.
Is it?
It's not Boba Fett. It's
Yeah, I heard it. You're right. She's right. She's got a point, Dom.
Listen,
It ain't Boba
I
Fett.
got people on Instagram saying when I post something, wait a minute. You sure you have room for that? That's not Boba Fett. I'm calling your wife. I'm like, what do you want me to do? I'm like,
Yeah, agreed.
Good.
I like it.
Good.
Hey Pete, it went really well. You know, there are only a couple of hiccups. One, she like played up to the Wayseeker's addiction of being a Santa Staros / Nubs fan way too much. She actually said Nub Nation and admitted that it only has 4 people in it, though.
She did not admit it. She said more. She said there
No,
were more.
4
She
people.
said you're crazy, Marco. Nubs Nation is a massive
Wayseekers 1, 2, and 3.
conglomeration of Star Wars fans. That's what she
What's
said.
that? What's that, Doug? Doug, what'd you say?
No, I said that again for 4 people. My wife just turned around. 4 people are in a group.
Yeah,
She likes Jedi that speak to plants. What can we say? It's a
I
thing.
can't believe it's
Jedi
the power.
plans.
That's what he's saying. I can't believe. Hey, Pete, hey, you can jump on, Pete, but this is also what happened. There's a couple of highlights on it. She didn't leak anything, but she might have inferred that she's doing another couple covers. But she clarified outside. She was really good, man. She was actually,
bring John up. He said he wanted to know if the Balin was rare. No, you can get it in the stores.
because he wants the Balin, probably. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Balin.
I'll get that one.
I actually wouldn't mind grabbing that Balin one too.
I'm waiting for Shin. Shin's is coming. So
Yep. Poor cowboy.
Oh yeah, we need a clip. There's a part. Hey, Pete, there's a part in there too. I need clipped out of Thade. At one point, he literally says to her, "This is the best. You have the best." I just want to tell you something. You have the best Star Wars comic
I
cover
did not
I've ever
say
seen.
the best.
Six sent you a clip, Marco. He says. I don't know what.
Oh, Sticks already sent it. I thought he said, "Oh, dude, it is that then." Here, let me see if I can. Sticks. Where'd you send it, Sticks? I hope it's that. Yeah, but she's got a bright Pete. She's got a bright future, man. She's got good.
I think she's
She
gonna
does.
be
She's talented.
Where the
She's
fuck did he
talented.
send
a
it?
big cover artist if she wants to be.
I don't have IG on the computer, bro.
So no, I think
Oh, I can do it through this though.
the fact that
Um,
she's only in her early 20s
That's
is
good.
also really remarkable
Yeah,
for how
bright future
talented
ahead.
she is.
You know what? And the more
Like I was
she does, the better she gets.
Wow, our top threes are only off by one.
Which one?
I'm not real fond of A New Hope. I mean, I was around when it first came out, but
Oh, he also said he wasn't found a New Hope.
I'm not
He
real
also
fond
said he
of A New
was
Hope.
not real fond of New Hope, and then pulled Old Man River on her and goes, "I was born when I was around when it came out." Yeah, yeah,
Well, it was.
yeah.
Did you gonna say something?
people. He was there when it came out.
Oh, you guys creeped her.
We did not. We hold on. We didn't.
To
creep
Marco's
her.
point, like I was gonna say her cover kind of reminded me of like Robotech, but she wouldn't have had any idea what that was, so I kept my mouth shut because
It did have a Robotech feel.
Come on. You know, look, okay, aside.
This is a lot of the stuff that. By the way, this was a lot of the stuff that was going on in the chat at one point. This comment right here. I was like,
Oh,
damn.
I know.
Oh, did Pete just jump on?
Oh, Pete's
Ah.
coming on.
Pete,
What on this?
Look, this.
How you doing?
Look at the comments by Bri. This is what was happening at one point. They went full Sith, bro. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, whatever.
It was good, dude. She's a rock star, man. She really is.
She was great. She was
We are
great.
old. What can we
So
do?
we found out that that wayseeker talks to plants. That's kind of freaking crazy, man.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I would have given all types of I would have given all types of shade on that. That his secret power is to create flowers. Like, what are we doing here?
So he's the
Hey,
Jedi
Bruce
Flora.
I'm going to send you
You're
some,
up there with the old guys, too.
great Nubs episode with flowers as well. That one.
Yeah, you missed it.
That little clip from Jedi's Adventures where they all standing with the lightsabers that reminisced the comic book cover. That was pretty cool. I can say that.
Yeah.
John also said that we are the worst interviewers he's ever seen before. Which
You're probably
we
right.
then and then JJ agreed. I said we're not the worst, but we're not good at it. So make sure you check her out once again.
I don't think it was that bad.
You know
We were
what it
pretty
is?
good.
Awkward
it is?
space. It was a really bad introduction. I agree with like you just kept going on with like what you were talking about, and then introduced her like 3 minutes later.
You know what the
What was I
problem
gonna do? Hard stop in the middle of like we were right at the point
Yes,
where it was gonna feed each other.
you don't bring her in. Then you
No,
wait.
the
Oh,
problem is,
fair
the
point.
problem is that we need a woman on the panel.
We don't. No. Okay. In our defense, we should have probably what we should have done, and I tried to move it up earlier after I thought about it. We should have brought her into the pre-show to let her get a little bit of the lay of the land ahead of time.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, that might have
We
worked. That
fell
might
into
have
the
worked.
sharks too soon.
Oh, she came right in the middle. Well, no, she's sitting in the back room while we're dogging covers. By the way, while we're dogging it,
I would much rather sit in the back room than be like, come again and be like, we're gonna keep going, then we're gonna introduce you later. She's just
no, hold on. It was literally 30 seconds. We're dogging covers. We're literally going like, wow, that cover's gross. And I'm like, oh shit, dude, the worst time for her to come in. Yeah, and she got her first comic cover. And we're like, yeah, we're sick of looking at these bounty hunter covers. Can anybody even tell what's in the background of this bullshit? And the chat's going to 1 in 25 sucks. And she's in the background, like looking at chat going, what the fuck's going on with these people? So
There's also the fact that the first comment when she comes out with something like, "Oh my god, it's a girl" or something.
Yeah, that was in the chat.
what's that?
Let me ask you a question. Did you see the cover?
I mean, I'm not sure BK has ever seen a girl before, so I mean, what can you do?
No, speaking about
Other than
covers,
his
did
Bob,
you
that
see
is.
the cover for Obi-Wan Kenobi in the cantina with Chewbacca wearing a pair of sunglasses?
What?
What are you talking about?
No.
No, don't do it, Dom.
With sunglasses.
Don't do
look.
it, Dom.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? Hold on.
What you talking about?
Are you talking about the person in the back of the 125?
No, it's the
We did. Hey, we did. We actually knew that it was her first cover. We actually knew she did books. We actually didn't know a lot about her background. But what are you going to do? Go like, you really want us to go like, okay, so I hear you're from Edmonton. I hear you're 22 years old and a Sagittarius, that you came from two parents, that you have a marketing degree and you still have a job in marketing. Could you tell us about that? Oh, by the way, also your first cover, and we heard that you went to here, and this is how you got it done. Could you tell us about? I mean, we're not going to do that. We let her tell her story, and I think it worked out well. It was fun when she was talking about how. I mean, there's only so much you can do. You introduce the person.
And to be honest, I sent her some questions ahead of time that I said, this is probably what we're going to ask. And we did. We asked almost all those questions in a roundabout way of.
Yeah, and we hit her up and we did the promo on the thing, dude. Like,
the most important
To
thing.
keep you guys on
You
track.
guys were well behaved.
we were actually,
telling me
dude, the
that-
chat was, hey, I'll be honest, the chat was like fire too. They were so good. They were shouting out stuff. They were doing a great job. Like they
BK
really,
was awesome. BK was awesome.
yeah, BK got 3 bells, dude. Like he did a good job.
3. Nice.
Yeah.
I missed all the craziness.
Yeah, I mean, I
was watching the Lions game.
Yeah, I was watching it too. Oh, I was watching it too. And the only person who was acting up was my wife. She's screaming from multiple floors. And
Okay, I have redeemed myself. I
Oh,
went
boy.
back in the show. And what I said to her is it's one of my favorite covers. I did not say it was one of the best covers.
Fair enough. But still.
Admittedly,
cut
and then after that I said, admittedly, that is my opinion. When Marco gave me the look,
Which is why they called you a simp for sure. Yes. That makes sense.
Yes. You simped on that. Yes, that's a simp statement.
okay, so I'm a simp.
Oh,
What is
is that
Who's
said-
resistance and whatever? I think somebody's defending their interview now on
whoever
SNS.
it is, they needed. Is that,
Face up, show face up. They're coming in. Who's resistance and whatever?
it's got to be Sticks, but come on.
No, I bet you it's Kyle. I will come to Colorado and have all the women Wayseekers Town worshiping me.
Come on.
They can't load up. Wait, we got to get rid of screens. Maybe they can't load up. Hold on. Let me get rid of some of the stuff out of the
Oh,
back.
it is
Who is it?
Sticks.
Now, what Sticks got to say? Sticks, you cannot. No shot after.
Go to Vince Doctor Who.
Come on, man.
Sticks, why are you up? It's so much past your bedtime.
Yes. No, and no shot after the Doctor Who comment, Sticks. No shot after resistance. No, that's why it says resistance and Doctor Who. Yeah.
Listen,
Oh my
Sticks,
God.
and say,
And-
what about Doctor Who? And she's like, who?
We're literally talking to her about her first cover. We're like, yo, dude, it's dope. Like,
And actually,
she didn't get any comps. So we're talking. Well, go ahead.
our first question tonight for her was, why did they put the titles in the middle of the
That was
trade dress?
so bad too.
Yeah, well,
That was our first question.
That was pretty bad. That was me. That was pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I don't think she even understood what I was saying. I don't think she understood what I was saying. I was trying to fold her in there. You're right.
Well, no,
Bad
she
question.
she did understand because she said that's usually done after
Oh,
the
no,
art.
she didn't understand
Yeah.
because she doesn't
No, she didn't.
understand
Well, I chimed in.
sketches.
I had to chime in.
Yeah. She didn't understand sketches. I was trying to feed her in because we knew. But here's the thing: we knew her background had been going to cons to originally start her artwork because we had done the background check, and she had mentioned about doing sketches. And a lot of the stuff she had been promoting lately was like, "Hey, if you see me at a con, I know it takes a while, but I'll start to try to get sketches out for everybody else." So I was trying to feed into that early on. Which, once again, if we talked about it ahead of time, instead of surprising people that we actually did our research, right? You're right. Never said we were great interviewers. But it could have gone much worse. We did redeem ourselves, except for Sticks, who, by the way, while Thade is being a simp and we're calming him down, all that Sticks is calling the channel.
You act like I was drooling, guys. Come on. First of all, I'm engaged. Second of all, she's in Canada. Okay.
Stop picking on him.
Yeah, Sticks wants. Sticks like, can we get a Resistance merchandise?
She's Canadian.
And she's like, what is Star Wars Resistance? Like, what are you talking about? And then she's like,
She didn't say that. She didn't say. She knew what it was.
Can you do some Doctor Who stuff? And
She might not have known
I think
Doctor
she's
Who.
about to sign
I
up.
barely know what Star
She
Wars
knew
is.
Resistance though.
When he did the Who thing, she almost quit. So we had to bring her back.
Who?
Hey, when they complimented her, she was like, really, she's like, oh my gosh, thanks, man, that's great. Like the Doctor Who thing, she was like, yo, bro, you old fucks are
She
just
did the
silent.
New Day thing. The New Day thing. Who?
I got to give the Doctor Who thing context because the question was kind of circled around like, what properties like do you think you want to work on?
Yeah.
Did you ask her about Percy Jackson?
No, what was her answer too? She mentioned like one thing, and it was like,
no, she talked Zelda with
Zelda or whatever. Yeah.
Zelda.
Yeah, and so then he comes in with fucking Doctor. Well, make me some Doctor Who shit, and she's like, "What is that?"
I was asking questions in the chat.
You should have asked if she'd ever
She was reading the chat.
I don't know if she was.
She was. You will.
Oh,
Oh, it was good. It was good.
It was good though. She's good, dude. But then like she is way too nice because they didn't even give her comps for her cover, which you're like, dude. Yeah.
First cover. How do you not get
First cover, they gave her no comps. I'm like, there's no shot that's happening. She's like, no, I had to buy 40. I go, no. I was pissed, dude.
She's also like, she bought 40 for herself to sign.
For herself.
I was giving up. I'm like, you can need like 400 of those things to sign. Like, that's how I
Right.
think.
To be fair to her, I mean, this is her first time kind of getting into this, so she doesn't know
but
the ins and outs.
But I hate that bullshit with these new artists where they don't give them like, you know what I mean?
But
Like,
there's got to be someone that's a rep or whatever. It has to know these things.
Yes. Or
You
whoever.
have to have a rep that knows that.
Well, of course, Mark.
yeah, but she's talking to all these other fucking artists. Not one of them could be like, "Hey, by the way, make sure you get yourself 200 comps."
Marco then tries to blame the artist, the writer, like somehow. Like
Well,
he's
no, hold on, no, hold
This should
on.
be your next question right here. Can I get some Matlock, please?
Yeah, I didn't say that. I said Well, I do. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of do. If you're going to bring on a new artist and you're established, I mean, the easiest thing you should do is go like just as common sense. Hey, by the way, make sure you get yourself a couple comps.
Sure,
200 comps.
Matlock.
Matlock. Just told the freaking goddamn diagnosed with murder. Freaking
Nobody
goddamn.
better in a powder blue suit than Matlock.
I am not ringing the bell for this. I'm not ringing the bell for this. No, that's not how that works. We're not ringing the bell for any of that. Yeah, because you do draw Sherlock Holmes. Jesus. Yeah, I give you a C minus. Her an A for not saying something. Hey, come on. We were okay. We were C level. We were C plus.
First of all, she wasn't all that uncomfortable. She actually talked about the stuff that she liked. She showed us like the device she uses to do her art. She wasn't uncomfortable. I just think that some of the questions weren't the greatest. But hey, like you said, we're not exactly interviewers, okay?
And there's a large gap, by the way, too.
And
Like,
there's a
let's be
large
real.
age gap. And to be honest with you, we didn't do half bad. I mean, she didn't just bounce on us, okay? She stayed for as long as she did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So here's how it works. You do. You do. But we're not gonna get into it. But it's not you don't get paid a lot for the cover. And then what they'll have you do is show up to places. They'll use a lot of these new artists for things like, especially if they need a filler at a table and other stuff like that. And so typically what your deal should be is that you should get, 100 to 200 comps on the back of an edited cover. Because even independent cover artists that do independent stuff for a store will get a certain amount, and that's not without ratio. So if you're doing a cover for an exclusive for a store, the store is going to comp you that. Like a store, not the publisher. The publisher is only paying 12 cents for those. So to give you 100 copies, that shouldn't be a problem. I mean, it should
you make your part of your money because you can sign them and sell them.
I care about store exclusives, but I didn't want to get into the quagmire that brings up.
Yeah, and like that's not something like I don't think. And John, I think that's kind of where we were tapping around the plate. Like if it was somebody else, it was somebody we were more comfortable with, somebody who we have talked to before, one of our friend artists that come on, we'll talk about that because they will tell us, if you've never seen the Tony interviews and stuff, he tells me all the time, shut up, I'm not going to talk to you about that. Like you're an idiot. Like, which is fair, but we're not going to push. She just broke in. We're not going to do that to her.
Listen,
we're not going to.
We had one job to get her out there to make the people to buy her covers and buy her artwork.
Well, not just that, like her Etsy, like she's got dope ass shit there. Like she really does.
Yeah, she really does.
Those pins? Those are pins, right?
Yeah, those enamel ones are dope.
And not only did we advertise her comic book cover and the possibility of future ones, we also advertised the fact that she's got other stuff she puts out, and that should get some views on her stores. I mean,
which will help her too. I mean, I think it will. And Wayseeker wasn't wrong. And when you say it, we did bring up something too, just to say about, not that we need to defend ourselves or interview, because like I don't mind talking about this, but I'm not defending myself. I don't give a shit. I thought it was a great interview. My wife says great. And to be honest with you, if my wife says something's good, that's the only fucking person I listen to anyway. So fuck it.
I think we did okay. I think we did.
Here's the deal. Like the Reddit thing. Like if we weren't doing the backgrounds, we wouldn't have known about the Reddit shit. And like
true
that now she's going to go back and look at some of those. And by the way, that's going to make her day because like the 3 major Reddit boards and what they're saying on there. I know Reddit can be a dangerous place, but like
just don't stray too far from those.
Yeah, I just
well that's why I said
she's going to down into the Dom hole real quickly. Yeah.
Don't follow Dom. Don't follow Dom.
I mean, Reddit and Twitter are like the alleyways of the internet. Okay.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this. Like that's why we knew that's why she's going to be something because like. In those places, you got to have somebody's going to just
down those alleyways. Don't walk down that alleyway.
Yeah, but we walked down those alleyways, and it was like the lights were on. You're like, what the fuck? Is there a new rule on Reddit? Like you have to be nice? No, there was like more than a dozen comments in a row, like all positive, no thumb down, no downing, all upping, and you're like, okay, I'll go to the next one. There's got to be somebody saying Catherine Kennedy's a fucking kills you or whatever, each children, right? All the comments were like, Oh, dude, I don't even collect comics, but that's dope as shit, dude. Did you check out her store? She's got cool shit there. That's actually the only reason I checked out her store was because, like, as soon as I read that, I went to wayseeker. I was like, hey, dude, what's this Etsy thing? Send me a link or some shit.
I think
Yeah, Mark
Well,
was
you
like,
I exactly
What's
said
this
that.
new
like,
thing
what's
out
this
there?
thing? He's like, what's this Hot Topic thing? What's this?
What's this Etsy thing? Send me a thing on this
And
shit.
listen, I'm in Hot Topic, and I go to friggin' Box Lunch, and I go over
I do
to
too.
FYE. So I go to all those places.
I think she. I know Ruben had to spend 100 because Ruben can't
Yeah,
not spend 100. So
Yeah, no, I mean, I really do. I'm joking around about, but I'm not. I hope I get a couple of those pins, but I also hope she sells out. Like, you could,
I think
like,
there's still some available. So I think we'll be
good.
good.
To be honest, John, hearing these guys talk about how bad their interview was at first got me interested. And then since I made my wife watch football for most of the day, she put Sister Wives on. This is a better alternative to watching.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
You
like,
guys
at the,
are better than Sister Wives.
at the end of the
We
day,
were,
you can
better than
do-
Sister Wives. That's I can say that. We cleared that bar.
We'll take it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, we're just a bunch of idiots doing a show, right? Like, and that's the one thing I think people have to learn about YouTube. Is like,
Listen. I don't know.
none
what
of us
you're
are really
doing,
like
idiot.
serious about this shit.
I'm the biggest moron going. Like the idiot shit.
Yeah, but like, you know, it's fun, and like, hopefully, like, I really do. I hope this is somebody we see down the road. Like, there's some great people, but like, I know in Renovision this might be a little different, but this isn't the first interview I've been around for. And you can tell sometimes the feeling in the room with people, and like seeing something like her where you see it and you feel it, and she's got the right connections and she's just on the edge of it right now. Like, it's cool, man. It's really cool. Like, to see somebody there. Now, do we know for sure it's going to hit? No, but like where she's at, I'm telling you guys, where she's at right now, she's won. Like, she's there.
So
Is it going to work out the rest of the way? I don't know, but like where she's at,
I think I need to make some mock-up covers for Wednesday.
What's the next cover?
her stuff.
Yeah,
Because she
why
has
not?
the one cover coming out from the High Republic.
She wouldn't say. She kind of see that was something too. She danced around something. She has another cover coming out for what's her name? Image,
the girl,
the fish cover, the girl. Yeah, she
Honda
has that.
Girl.
So this is going to be her first cover. So, and it's on the
Unless
B.
Dark
and-
Horse screws it up. Unless
Huh?
Dark Horse screws it
Unless
up.
Dark Horse screws it up. This is going to be her first cover. And it's also the B cover. And like, they've been screwing that up all
It's
day.
what, like a month out? It's like Valentine's
yeah,
Day.
it's FOC today.
Right?
Yeah.
So she has one cover coming out on the 14th and one cover coming out on the 21st.
So if that hits, it's going to be good. I mean, she is in Edmonton. I guess that's a downside for her. But like the rest of the stuff, all the people that she was mentioning, you guys probably don't know some of those names, but like those are all the people. Like when you want to blame somebody or you want to congratulate something, there's a bunch of people that she was naming people's handlers. Like there was a couple people she named there that like are like how you get to like, it's the personal assistant. It is the number that most people don't get. It's how you get a hold of these people. Like I'm not going to say who it was that she was saying, but like she was naming the right people. Like,
Oh yeah.
so to have that connection and naming some of the right people and then having good art that people are actually interested in, and then unbiased people that we haven't even asked that are like with the notepad, like legit ass loving her shit. And like some of her stuff did sell out.
yeah, I'm looking up her incentive for the next
Thanks,
week.
Artrell.
It's sold out about half the retailers I looked at.
For which one? The Haunted Girl 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's already halfway sold out. And when's that FOC? Next week?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
probably
that's
next
FO.
week.
That's what I'm telling you guys. Like,
Comes out the week after next day.
yeah.
Get on that then.
Yeah, if you guys want, I mean, that's where you're seeing like some of the, and look, it's never 100% sure, but if you're looking at some of the dots right now, like that's a couple dots. Unfortunately, I've already talked to some of my vendor friends, people that run stuff to see what it'd take. And it's an expensive flight out here to any of the cons, but like, you know, there's still other things. All of a sudden you get a dozen so under your thing. And
You mean to get her out
You
from
can-
Motor City or something?
no, I wasn't just even saying that, like other cons that are in the area. Because she's saying Edmonton, and that's it too. She's at Edmonton, it's small, but like she's gonna have, I don't know. I'd be surprised if she doesn't do at least 3 covers for adventures. For adventures, I'd be
I think that's
surprised.
probably fair.
Yeah.
I think one good thing about Dark Horse, and I think it's Daniel Jose Older is really pushing it, is he's really pushing new artists to do the B covers, and I think
Which is
he's
cool.
having a big say
Yeah,
in it.
that's cool.
That's really awesome of an author to say we want to develop the talent for the covers, and so.
Yeah, I probably should have finished FOC, but the problem was her slide was at the end of FOC, so it's supposed to play smoother in. I ended up cutting that short anyways because we had a backup plan. I probably should have cut out of that earlier. You're right, Wookie. I should have cut out of that earlier, but I was mid-sentence. It's all right. Yeah, it's cool. She did do different art on both too. Yeah, she's talented. She's got it. I mean, but got to get her off that date. I mean, it takes a lot, even if she does. Like, I'll be honest, even if she does 3 covers for adventures and picks up a couple covers that are 1 in 10 incentives, she's still going to have a day job for a long time. Like, it's going to take a lot more than that, unfortunately. It's going to take a lot more than that. Yeah. So, I mean, you can get on the circuit, which gets tough. I mean, especially not living in the States, because it's tougher. Like, when you go to some of these bigger ones, not even like the New Yorks or the SDCCs or the C2E2 is kind of more friendly than New York, but like when you start going to the like Baltimore's or what's the one in the Heroes
Con,
like that.
or all the different
do all right.
expos around in Dallas.
Right, you do the fan expos, but then you're on the road. Like you're on the road for 30 weekends, like because there's people that will come over from Europe and they'll do that. They'll go on the East Coast trip where you do Heroes, you'll do what's it's in Pittsburgh is Steel City. You'll do that little run real quickly. You'll spend a couple months out here and just grind it out.
Is she gonna go to the Niagara Falls con?
Probably not. We kind of asked that. She said she I don't know how who the fuck is running the Stampede or the fucking Calgary thing and doesn't find out that she's got a cover and is like, yo, we've got a spot for you. Like whoever that promoter is an idiot. Like, I mean, that just doesn't make any sense.
Like you see a lot of cons have late ads. I mean, it's not that.
You could always add somebody.
Because inevitably somebody dropped. They got ads.
No, not just that. At that size that she's talking about, and this is true at almost all those sizes. The fucking promoters they've got spots there. Like they have spots that they have.
You could squeeze a table in.
You can squeeze a table in.
Especially if somebody is up and coming and you think might draw on a few people.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what they're doing in Calgary, but like apparently they don't want to
put that cover back on. The cover that she did. Can we see that cover again?
The cover she did?
Yeah, the cover she did. Yeah.
I got it. If you don't have it,
I got it. It's right there.
That's pretty badass, man.
It is. It's nice.
I like it. Yep. I like the colors, the way the colors are, the pink and the green and the aqua blue. Stuff like that. I like the way the colors that they fade into each other and they fade into each other.
Yeah, her artwork in general has got a certain style.
Yeah, it's got like a cool animation kind of style to it.
Yeah.
Go back to
these were wood. I was like, that's crazy. These fucking things are wood.
Yeah, we got Santa Staros.
That's one.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, this is what got him all wet. And by the way, where's the Santa Staros thing?
Yeah,
right here. It's sold out though. Is Santa
that's how I feel. That's how I saw those and I'm like, we're kindred spirits right there.
Hey, yeah. Which is the one of this that's sold out? Because I think 2 of the 3 are sold out.
I don't think it was Santa Staros.
I'll have to look.
No, and she's got she's got the original trilogy people there. She's got a Luke, a Leia, and a Han in that style. Her Rebel stuff was kind of cool. Oh, she does got enamels of Luke, Leia, and Han too.
She needs to do an Afro cover though. Like
she does.
She really does. Great Afro cover.
I like that Afro cover.
That's what I'm saying. I'll mock some stuff up for Wednesday for fun.
Yeah, hey, Santa's sold out, dude. It's the only one of those 3 that's sold out.
Santa. Everybody loves Santa.
Wayseeker bought them all.
She probably didn't make a lot of them.
Wayseeker bought them all.
I don't understand why.
Yeah, that's what he did. He pre-bought all that shit out so that nobody could buy that shit.
There was I didn't bring them on because you'd make fun of them, but there's one of the people reputable I find has good taste with like ranking comics and books. #1 comic of the last year for Star Wars, Santa Staros comic. And you would have been like, "Oh my
Who
god,
would have said
how
that?
do you
Nobody
rate
says
it?
that.
Star Wars is the best comic."
Here, hold on. I'm gonna share this real quickly. Let me drop off the chat. Dude, hey, listen. She's got some of the enamel pens. It's like Luke, Leia, and Han. I'm gonna share them here in a second. But the Han sold out, so that's solid. We can dig through her stuff and hold on. Percent share screen. Now that we're not, I mean, the Lions won And we get another home game, dude. Yes, sir.
He did a
Cowboys the biggest disappointment in the NFL history. The pieces of shit.
I gotta get that for the car.
Blame your quarterback
There's
for
the
buying
Geos.
Louis Vuitton luggage to go to Las Vegas.
Louis. Well, it's a payback for them cheating against the Lions.
Did you see
All right.
the wheel sticker?
Yeah, I'll get to it. Hold on, let me get back to the other one. Unless Pete would do something and share because he's better at sharing screen, but
I don't know what you want to share, so I'd be
just go through her stuff. Where was the sticker? It's up here at the top, right? Or is it second page?
Just go up. No, which one do you want? You can go by search by type. Go
It's all right. I just want to show all her shit, dude. It's
I
cool.
understand. The stickers are 5.
Oh, here it is, dude.
Geo.
Yeah, Geo.
Take the wheel. Yeah, dude. Dope. Only 7 left, and there's 5 in carts, so you can buy all 7. I don't think that'd be a bad thing to do.
preparation. I didn't even know what they were going to be doing that day.
He's like, I just got here. He's like, I just got here.
Like, what the hell's going on?
Didn't I was on there? I think I was on the show before that because they had somebody else on there. Oh, she did say she sold out something here. There's 20 plus of these in cards.
Yeah, she said she didn't have any more of the Obi-Wans on this one.
Obi's gone. All right, cool. All right, well, make sure you go back and check that out. Make sure you check out the rest of the shows that we do on this channel.
We'll try to do that. There's another.
We're trying. Yeah, we had a couple on the line there. We lost them, so hopefully we get a couple more. You got to remember too, we're kind of fanish, so like when you get us asking questions, it's just fanboys saying dumb shit.
Like fanboy con questions.
But at the same time, it's just helpful for the artist too.
Like in the third episode, when what do you think,
dude?
about,
hey, the biggest stumble there, I almost fucked up where it could have gone terribly wrong, and it almost did. But she was an awesome sport. I was like, "Hey, rank all the movies," and luckily she said top 3. I was thinking like when you say that, right? Everybody, it's easy, right? Like you go whatever 3, you go through 3. Yeah, I know. Well, there's not that many. There's 9 plus the other 2, right?
Yeah, right.
9 and 2.
3, 6,
9 and
7.
3. No, 9 and 2.
9 and 2.
So it's 11. You know, you just run them down real quickly. But thank you. Yeah, I mean, I thought that could have burned. I wasn't thinking that I should have been top 3. We should have, because I was planning on doing the rank your top 3 thing, but I never got to it because we got behind on doing some of the other work. But
yeah. No.
You couldn't find yesterday's. I know we got hit with what did you guys get hit with yesterday, Pete? You guys are too good at acting.
Sam wanted to play some dumb song. So I was like, all right, let's play it.
The original one's up on my channel if you want to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. All I did was just, I think I muted out the song if it worked. It must have worked. So
I will ask you, mine came back with a strike against the Turtles thing. I don't know what
just
that
tell
was.
Tell them that it's not. Just tell them that it's free.
What Turtles thing?
They were showing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles preview, and it was just a comic preview. I'll have to show it to you later.
Yeah, because I don't know what you mean. Like, I mean, that's the episode title comes up and it's Turtles, whatever. But when I go in to see what it was, the striking timestamp was
he's
the
talking
song
about the thing, and you're talking about yesterday's episode.
Yeah,
Bingo Bango, whatever the stupid song was.
Yeah, that came up too.
Anyways, go check those dudes out. Go check out the Friday.
No fuck. We even had Jedi come on and do comic book theater with us.
That was it. Yeah,
that was funny.
Easton wants his cut. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna try to get more artists. We really do. We reach out to them. Like hopefully we get Claudia Gray for something. It looks like we might have a shot, but cross our fingers on that too. Once again, I mean, it's just hard sometimes, like with it, because I like that. You know, luckily some of these artists will take a shot doing this type of stuff, but when you do, it works out pretty well for them too. But like some of the older people weren't around during these, like the Zoom era. So, what's the number on the Englehart episode? Oh, Jesus Christ!
Well, it was it's a little over a year ago because it was Christmas time. Because we missed the 1 year anniversary, which is when we should have tried to do it again.
Yeah, the last night's episode was episode 69, so that had to have been like 34, 35.
69.
Yeah.
You said the Englehart episode was last year, Christmas time?
Yeah, it was last year. Yeah.
It's a little ahead of Christmas.
Bro,
Less than that, actually.
You want it got a who was on that, Pete? It was you, Kyle, Matt. Was it Lopez?
No.
Because if I recall correctly, Matt
Hartman.
Lopez dipped. Oh, it was Hartman. Yeah.
Hartman was there. Yeah, Hartman was there because Hartman
Kyle just said he watched it again last couple weeks ago. I was talking to him. He's like, "Yeah, I watched it again." He's like, "Dude, he's like, it's so funny." He's like, "The thing is so funny."
It was just
It's
awkward.
it's a dumpster fire. That's what it ended up being.
It worked out well. I mean, whatever. Oh no, it was Sam. Yeah, Sam was on it because Sam was getting all.
Oh
Sam was
yeah,
doing the
that's
booking.
right.
Yes, Sam.
But then Sam, I think, popped off because then I think he was trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Hey,
because he's like, "Wait, what?"
Hey guys, I hate to say this, but my headphones are about to die.
Oh, it's cool. We gotta get out of here anyway.
Yeah, we
all
got
right, guys.
anyway.
Yep.
Everybody enjoy. Thank you for everybody
I'll
supporting.
post the episode in the link to the bottom of this episode. I'll put it.
We're gonna post her stuff too at the bottom of this, and we'll cut out her portion where she was in there. So if you guys just want to go back and watch our cringy interview, that's not that cringy. Do that, and then that part where Styx says something about resistance and Doc.
I turned it on when you were yelling at Styx. I do remember that. I put it on my phone, and Marco was yelling at Styx.
Well, I was holding it in the whole time till we got there, and I was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" All right, already fixed. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
cool.
fixed
Thank
her
you for
name
doing that
in the description.
All right,
her artist name I dropped.
All right, everybody else, let's go. Yeah, well, she goes by the other one, but yeah, I
know.
think probably. I was going to ask.
You want to have her
question,
professional name and other things.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think she's trying to convert the other. Well, who knows? Who cares? See y'all later. See y'all later.
All right, good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, later. Where's our extra, Pete?
I don't know. This ain't my show.